Welcome to Munchkin Land, a show where we sit around and play board games, and we're back once again this month with Arkham Horror, the Living Card Game, The Path to Carcosa, and we're getting into some deep, dark territory, Brad.
We're all the way into it.
Let me ask you a question. This is scenario 4.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think our characters are doing compared to the last time? Now, my character, William York, already has one piece of brain damage.
Yep. Some mental trauma.
Otherwise, I mean, I don't think we've been screwing things up royally as far as our characters go. Now, gameplay-wise, I mean, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Can't do anything about that.
Well, I feel, though, that the game is lulling us into a false sense of confidence.
You think?
I do. And I happen to look, like, there are some cards from the third scenario that we never even...
Oh, yeah, that we never opened
We never
up.
even
We
touched.
never looked at.
I have no idea, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, and we didn't get a lot of information out of people at the cast
party.
Yeah, we kind of choked.
Kind of killed everybody.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens as we go into the Unspeakable Oath. Oh, so real quick, check your campaign log. If the followers of the sign have found the way forward, read Intro 1. Otherwise, skip to Intro 2.
See, we've not found the way forward. I didn't even know there was a way forward to find. That's not good.
Yeah. Anything else that we should do before we get into this game?
There was one thing I wanted to talk about. At the end of the first scenario, there was a little throwaway line that you read in sort of in the wrap up thing.
Sure.
And I'm going to point this out because this is really important. So it says, in your campaign log, record that no, not that one. In your campaign log, under chasing the stranger, place 2 tally marks. For the remainder of the campaign, keep a running tally of the number of times the man in the pallid mask is defeated during a game. Each tally will bring you one step closer to the truth. So here's the thing. So you read that, and I made the 2 tally marks on our campaign log, and then promptly forgot that in subsequent. But in the second scenario, at the dinner party, or maybe it was in the historical society. I think it was at the dinner party. We encountered that guy. Mm-hmm. He's actually in my deck.
Oh, right.
The man in the pallid mask. And so we should have another tally mark on there.
Okay, so we should have 3 total.
Yeah. I'm sure someone mentioned that in the comments section, but we haven't seen the comments section yet. So,
okay. We also have some victory points that have been built up.
Yep.
You've been spending yours, correct?
Well, I have one left over from the last game that I had not spent.
Okay.
But I'm still not spending. You have 5.
I had 5, and so here's the problem. I think I'm going to screw myself over, but I went ahead and got the man in the red gloves, which is an ally, which is a pretty cool card. And if I get him in this game, I'll pull him out and I'll talk about him.
Okay.
But essentially, he ups all my skills to 6. I have to get rid of him at the end of my turn, but if I defeat an enemy, my William York powers allow me to bring an asset back, or bring a thing back from an asset from your discard pile. And I'm guessing is an ally an asset?
Allies are assets.
Allies are assets. So I think we're going to see the man in the red gloves show up multiple times.
Nice. So I wonder if the man in the red gloves is related to the man in the pallid mask.
Maybe, but here's the problem. I used up all of my victory points for this. Mm-hmm. There's a feature in this game called Exile, where we may actually have cards get exiled from the game.
Yeah.
And the way that works is they're gone for the rest of the game. In the campaign mode, if I want that card back, I have to pay its cost again.
Yeah.
And I don't have 5 victory points unless we
right.
miraculously score them.
Hey.
And the thing is, if you don't even have any victory points, you have to use 0 cost items to fill up your deck to make sure your deck is legal.
Right.
So I may have screwed myself over a little bit, but I think the greed of having the man in with the red gloves is going to help me out.
Let's hope he's not exiled.
Yeah. All right, so Intro 2. Over the course of the next few days, you delve into the evidence you've collected, hoping to find any information regarding Daniel Chesterfield, a stagehand during the previous production of The King in Yellow. As far as you can tell, he's the only surviving member of that production cast and crew. The rest of them, that is, those for whom we can find any record at all, disappeared or died soon after opening night in a variety of fashions connected only to their morbidness: freak accidents, suicides, vanishings.
Dun, dun, dun.
It would seem that Daniel is your only lead if you are to investigate further. Oh, well, let's not investigate that.
Yeah.
According to the records you found, he was admitted to Arkham Asylum many years ago. All documentation about Daniel's treatment seemed to end there. You are unsure if he's even still alive. Perhaps he was cured and released. You are hoping to avoid this, but there seems to be only one way to find out. You collect your bar belongings and head downtown toward Arkham Asylum. As you enter the asylum, you stop to speak with the receptionist, though you feel your body's urge to step deeper into the clutches of this madhouse. He gives you a confused expression as you tell him of the King in Yellow and of Daniel, but at your insistence, he pours through his file cabinet, eventually pulling out a stark white folder. Inside is a wealth of information about the patients admitted to the asylum, medical records, psychiatric evaluations, and the like. You recognize a few of the faces as he flips through the pages. Daniel. Oh, you recognize a few of the faces as he flips through this. That's kind of scary.
That's not a good sign.
Daniel Chesterfield, yes? He is admitted under the special care of Dr. Mintz, but you can't see him. His level is restricted to staff only. You argue and insist to be led into the patient wing, knowing that Daniel must hold the key to understanding what is really going on. The receptionist gives you a pitying smile and relents, nodding to the security guards nearby. Oh, of course, he says, with all the honesty of a street peddler. I will schedule a meeting with you with Dr. Mintz so you can speak with him about Daniel. These gentlemen will see you in. Relieved that you will soon get the answers you seek, you are escorted into the patient wing of Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Have we become patients?
I hope not. But boy, this sounds like a put-up job.
Check your campaign log. If Constant Dumaine is listed under the VIPs interviewed, read some information. Otherwise, skip.
Alas, Constance is listed under the VIPs slain part of our campaign log.
We have screwed this game up, I think. All right, so we have some things set up. We've got all the necessary decks. Here's the weird thing about this. We have to set aside all the monster enemies from the Chisel and Hammer, the puppets, the shell aliens, the... actually, here they are. It says right here. The Unspeakable Oath, Haster's Gift, Inhabitants of Carcosa, Delusions, Decay and Filth, and Agents of Haster. These are all indicated by the following icons. We've set aside 7 monster cards, which is kind of scary.
It's a lot of monsters.
Yeah. We've also set aside 7 lunatic enemies. So there's 14 enemies in this deck. So we've got them set aside off to the side. We randomly chose an asylum hall for the east and west part of the wing. We removed the rest from play. Then we also set aside Daniel Chesterfield in each copy of Patient Confinement, which I'm going to guess that might be where our lunatics are hidden.
Probably, unless we get Patient Confinement.
We've put the rest of the cards into play. So we have the east and west asylum entrances.
Okay.
We've decided to start here in the east. We've got a yard and a garden. Okay. Then we have an infirmary, a basement hall, a mess hall, and a kitchen. It's not a very big asylum, but we're going to have to explore it and find something out. And then we do not read until the end of the game.
All right.
Do you want to read the agenda?
Sure. Locked inside. The patient wing of the asylum is far quieter and lonelier than you had expected. The hall reeks of chemicals and body odor. As soon as you are escorted inside, the doors behind you are closed and locked tight.
Oh, so middle school.
Stephen, this is so. As soon as we're escorted inside, the doors behind us are closed and locked. I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And because we played that yellow light game where
yes.
One of our fellows was
locked away.
Now,
Dr. Mintz. Now that's a name that sounds familiar. That's not that character you had in your game, right?
No. Dr. Mintz comes from the Carolyn Fern story in the Arkham Investigators, the big Arkham Investigators book, and then he plays a role slightly in her standalone book that came out a little while ago.
Oh, I don't think I have that one.
He is a nefarious, creepy person who has the locked laboratory in the basement and does terrible experiments on people.
All right, well, let's see what we're supposed to do here.
Spoilers,
Arkham Asylum.
maybe.
Act 1A, Arkham Asylum. There was also another thing that we did. I forgot to read. If we took the Onyx clasp or the Onyx brooch or whatever it is.
We did.
Then we were to pull an Act 2 version of Act 2 and put it into the game.
Okay.
Act 1A, Arkham Asylum. Aside from the few patients giving you a wide berth, there aren't any orderlies or doctors around to speak with. Looks like you'll have to find Mr. Chesterfield on your own.
Dun, dun, dun.
We need 3 clues to advance.
What if we find a pack of Chesterfield?
Then we'd have to acknowledge that we don't
Smoke 'em
condone
all.
smoking. We are in the Asylum halls, the Eastern Patient Wing. The pleasant atmosphere of the reception area disappeared as soon as Dr. Mintz shut the thick iron door behind them. The temperature dropped to a clammy chill and a foul, sharp stench hung in the air. Mallory O'Mara, the investigators of Arkham Horror. So that's where we're starting. Oh, I guess I should just go ahead and flip this over. Shroud of 3, 0 clues. Ouch. But there is an action that we can take in here. Take 1 horror and automatically evade a lunatic enemy in this location.
Okay.
So no clues, and we need 3 clues to advance.
That is not helpful.
No, it's not. Let's go ahead and draw our 5 cards that we need to start the game. Remember, if you have any treacheries, which I do, then we need to discard that and shuffle it back into the deck. Zoop. And you also, at this point, Brad, may mulligan if you've got something horrible.
I'm going to mulligan 2 cards.
Now, remind us again about your character and what her abilities are.
So Lola's deal is that she's there's a weakness. I'm going to mulligan again. There we go. So Lola is the actress, and she can switch roles. So she can be a guardian or a seeker or a mystic or a survivor or any of a number of things. So I have to declare how I'm starting. I'm going to start, by the way, I think in the survivor mode.
It's probably a good place to start.
Yeah. I think I do that after I look at my hand. I hope so, because otherwise I've cheated at the very first thing.
That's okay. One thing about Brad and I is sometimes certain rules like this, maybe not so big of a deal. I mean, it does give you an advantage, but...
Yeah. So anyway, so I can change rules. I can do that once per turn free, and there are some other occasions that can give me a second chance to switch roles.
Okay.
But my role has to match the card I play. So if you see that I've got the survivor role and I play a yellow seeker card, then I've committed a foul.
Yes. So right now, both of us are survivors because William York is a survivor.
He is.
He will survive.
Yes.
Go work in the graveyard. So who wants to be the lead investigator, Brad?
I think you should be the lead investigator.
All right. Well, I'm not a big fan of no clues. And the basement is attached to this, and it says the door leading to the basement hall is locked. You cannot enter the basement hall. The infirmary says a scratch plaque on this wooden door reads infirmary. This must be where the doctors treat their patients. I guess I'm going to take an action and move over there into the infirmary.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, this has got a shroud of 3, 2 clues per investigator. I can also take an action in here.
2 per investigator?
No, I'm sorry, 1 clue per investigator,
okay.
So 2 clues. As an action, I can heal 1 damage and take 1 direct horror, or heal 1 horror and take 1 direct damage, limit once per round. So it's basically flip-flopping, if you're getting close to dead, flip it around and take the other one instead. So there's 2 clues there. So that's my first action. For my second action, I'm going to spend 2 resources and get a flashlight with 5 supplies on it, which allows me to use an action to spend a supply when I investigate your location. Gets a -2 shroud for this investigation. Ooh.
Nice.
So I think for my third action, I will spend one of these, Brad.
Okay.
And I will go investigate this location because we need 3. Oh, we forgot to say that there's 2 mythos needed to advance the agenda. So we need to find clues pretty quickly.
All right.
And we're using book learning?
Yes.
Okay, so my book learning.
Yes.
My book learning is 2. That's my intellect.
Okay.
But this location has a shroud of, or now a -2 of the shroud, so it's out of 1.
Okay.
So I'm up by 1.
Okay.
So let's see if good old William York can produce a -1 clue, and he does.
Yay.
And I get a clue.
Good job.
So move, equip, investigate. I'm done.
All right. I am going to begin my turn by spending 3 resources. I'm going to play the card Dark Horse, which is a signature card in my deck. So as a condition, limit 1 per investigator. During the upkeep phase, you may choose to not gain resources. While you have no resources in your resource pool, you get +1 will, +1 lore, +1 fight, and +1 agility.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, but right now I have 2 resources still left, so I'm going to ditch those in a bit here. So that's my first action. For my second action, we need 3 clues.
We need 3 clues.
So
There's only 1 here.
That's not going to do the job.
And I've got a flashlight, so I should be able to clear that out.
I'm going to come over here to the Western Patient Wing. Let's see. There's a Shroud of 3. There's 1 clue per investigator.
Okay.
Each lunatic enemy at this location gets +1 horror value.
Ouch.
As they walked through the meandering stone halls of the sanatorium, Carolyn began to feel uneasy. It seemed like it would be very easy to get lost. So it's a Carolyn Fern reference. There you go. There's
from that
Arkham
story.
Horror,
That's interesting because
Arkham Investigators.
This seems like this is the first time we've seen Fantasy Flight and the creators use quotes from other materials, like that big book of investigators.
From their own materials.
Yeah.
What's nice, that's kind of cool. I'm really happy with that book, and the little individual standalone books are pretty neat.
I've got 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah.
I forget which guy I have. He's the old guy.
Before you read the standalone book, you should read the investigator's entry in the big book.
Yes.
Because they follow that way. Almost.
Okay. Well, because that's the way they were released, right?
Yeah.
The big book and then the little books spin out.
The little books reference what happened in the big books.
Okay, and the big books reference things that have happened in these character cards, not necessarily this game, but also other games, because there was one that I was super surprised of, and it may have been Yorick, because when I was checking him out, I went to that book, and it's actually referencing some things that may take place in like Eldritch Horror,
cool.
The other games that we've played. So it's I like how they keep the world very tight and neat. So. Yeah. All right.
So that was my second action.
That was your second action.
All right. For my third action, this is my third action. I'm going to play a fast card, my Advanced Magnifying Glass. I get +1 lore while investigating. If there are no clues on your location, return Magnifying Glass to your hand. So I will investigate. I get +1, so I'm at 4. The Shroud there's 3, so I'm at +1 total.
All right.
-1.
Oh, right. So
I'm
you get
good.
1?
I'm good. I get a clue.
Okay.
So we now have
2 clues.
That was my third action.
Yep.
All right. Well, shoot. I probably should have waited to do that, and I should have investigated twice. Oh, well. Yep. Flip me. All right.
All right. So now we're done with the investigator phase. It goes to the enemy phase. There are no enemies. Then we go to the upkeep phase. We'll flip our cards back over. We will draw 1 card.
All right.
And take 1 resource.
I will not take a resource. Thank you.
Because that's your Dark Horse thing.
Yep. Oh, I should have switched my roll to Seeker. See, I said I was going to do it. Okay. I should have switched my roll because I get a free switch in my turn.
Oh, okay.
So I should have been a Seeker, so switch to Seeker to do this.
All right.
Wow. See, I don't need a character that has extra mechanics to keep track of.
Yeah.
It does not play to my gaming strength.
Okay. So check your hand size.
Yep.
And then we move on to the Mythos phase, which isn't super great because now we've got 1 that drops on there.
We are halfway there.
Yeah. And then we get a draw from the Nasty deck, which contains no monsters and no lunatics yet. Oh no. Treachery. Corrosion, Hazard, Revelation. Discard item assets from play and or from your hand with a total printed resource value of at least X, where X is the shroud value of your location.
Oh, that's not good.
No cards are discarded by this effect. Corrosion gains Surge. Okay, so I have to... That's like... Oh, I can't. Well, shoot.
You can.
Well, yeah, because I have to discard Flashlight.
Now, does the Flashlight reduce the shroud only during an investigation, or is it constantly reduced there?
No, it's only when I when I spend 1 and investigate, which sucks. So I have to get rid of Flashlight. So that's 2. And then I also have to get rid of my scavenging card worth 1.
That's an asset also?
That is a... No, that is not. That says a... Oh, that says asset on there, yes.
Actually, but is it item cards or asset cards?
It says discard item assets from play, so it has to be an item.
Yeah.
This is a talent. Okay, so I'm getting this back.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because it says I have to, with a total printed resource cost of at least X, where X is the shroud value of the location.
Okay.
And the shroud value is 3. I've got a 2. That is my only item card with a value in my hand.
Okay. Because you don't think you discarded anyway? I mean, you can't let go.
No.
You're saying it's not, it doesn't.
If no cards are discarded by this effect, corrosion gains surge. I don't think that, I mean, even if I discard this, I still haven't reached.
So if you were to discard it, then it wouldn't gain surge.
Right.
And it says of at least.
So I have to discard at least 3. So I have scavenge. So here's everything I have in my hand, just so everybody knows. I've got scavenging, which is not an item.
Okay.
I've got an ally card in my hand.
Okay.
I've got a supply in my hand, a task in my hand, and an innate ability in my hand.
All right.
So none of those are items.
Supply is not an item.
So, I mean, I guess it gains surge, which...
It must gain surge.
You know, not great, but... Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed.
Okay, well, if there are no lunatic enemies in play, this is Dance of the Yellow King. If there are no lunatic enemies in play, Dance of the Yellow King gains surge.
Wow. It's a creepy
Whispers in your head. This is one of those peril hidden effects.
Yeah.
Where I secretly add this to my hand after I've already called out what it is.
That's all right. It's messing with you.
Okay.
It's messing with you.
All right.
All right.
That is my card, Brad.
My turn. This also is a hidden peril card.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Ooh.
All
right.
I kind of... So, it was just Brad and I playing, and we're, home alone on a Monday night, and we're playing this card, and there aren't kids screaming upstairs, I like the fact that we don't talk about it, but I feel kind of weird for our viewers who are watching this, and they're like, what happened?
We could show the viewers our cards.
No, I don't think we'll do that. So I guess we're back to the investigator phase, Brad.
All right. Well, you were first.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do.
We need one more clue.
We do need one more.
I'm almost certain to get it. If you don't.
That's okay. I'm going to...
Oh, you still got your flashlight.
Spend my emergency cash. Get 3 resources.
Okay.
I'm going to, for my second move, I'm going to just scream from the inside of this place, help me, help me, help me, help me.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend, who's costing me 4 resources, the beat cop, shows up.
Sure.
And now he's trapped in here with us.
That's what he says he is. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, my friend, the beat cop.
Yeah.
It's just some patient standing in the corner just looking at me. But my beat cop does give me a +1 to my fight. And if I discard the beat cop as a fast action, deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location. So, let's see. So you don't think that I need to investigate?
I'm totally up to you. I've got it. I mean, I can get this action. I've got it. He says famous last words.
All right, then I will just spend my last action and move 1 over here.
Okay. All right. Then
I'm done.
All right. Then I'm going to spend 1 asset, and I'm going to conspicuously notice standing nearby my friend, Dr. William T. Mallison, who is, and I quote, working on something big.
Is he scratching on the wall?
Yes, he is.
Buckaroo Banzai, I will get you.
Yeah. You'll show his picture. Yeah, so he looks like a guy who's working on something big. He really does. He's an ally from Miskatonic University. Also, good reason for him to be here. When you draw an encounter card, you're going to like this one. When you draw an encounter card, exhaust Dr. William T. Mallison and place 1 of your clues on your location. Then cancel the drawing of that card and shuffle it back into the encounter deck. Then draw a new card from the top of the encounter deck.
Interesting. So you're basically, if we get something really horrible, you can kind of get rid of it.
You can say backsies.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right. But you have to use one of your clues to do it, right?
I do have to use one of my clues to do it.
So first action. Second action.
Second action, I am going to use my magnifying glass and investigate. So I'm at 4.
Yeah.
The shroud is 3.
All right. Oh, Brad.
Tentaculars.
Yeah, it is automatic fail, but there's nothing else on this easy mode that we have to worry about.
For my third action...
I've got this, Brad, is what he said. I got this, Steven, is what he said.
You've never said that. There's a reason why I wanted to do this, though.
Oh, okay.
-2.
So you tie, right?
Failed.
Oh,
No,
you failed.
I failed.
Oh, Brad.
The reason I wanted to do it is because my magnifying glass would pop back in my hand.
Brad.
Wow, I totally... I SKR'd that one.
Brad,
Wow.
now I...
That's all right. We'll get it next turn. Whatever. Oh,
no,
there's
not really, because we're going to advance. Brad, and I moved specifically out of there thinking that you were going to get that.
Dip.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I could have played a card, too.
Oh, well.
A card I could have played.
Enemy phase, no enemies.
What an idiot.
Upkeep phase, reset your actions, draw a card, gain a resource.
I don't want a resource, but I will take a card.
Add 1 to the mythos. Brad.
Gosh, should never have said that.
Speaking with patients is proving more difficult than you had assumed. They eye you cautiously and refuse to answer any of your questions, backing away or fleeing if confronted. Either they're not used to guests, or something about you is causing them a considerable amount of distress. Some act like animals backed into a corner, and you think at any moment they might strike. Oh no. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each of the set-aside lunatic enemies into the encounter deck.
Okay.
That's part 1. Way to go, Brad.
I think it's that shovel you're carrying around that's making them a little skittish.
Maybe, or the cop that suddenly showed up.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, I will do the other part. The lead investigator must randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies and place it beneath the act deck without looking at it. That is not good. Oh, Brad, we screwed this up.
Well, I can't believe I did that.
No, we did. I mean, we shouldn't have started here. We should have started over here.
I should not have not let you do that. Boy, can I be the lead investigator?
Can you? Yeah, you can switch in the middle.
Can you switch in the
right?
middle of the game? I don't know
if you can. No, I'm still the lead investigator, but you can go first. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah.
You're sure about that?
Yes.
If not, we're just making it up as we go.
We are making it up as we go along and making the game better.
If that's not what the rule is, that's what the rule
So the
should
lead
be.
investigator always has to take this first, but we can decide as a group who goes first during the turn.
Okay. All right.
All right. So let's go to Agenda 2A, Torturous Descent. The longer you spend in this hellish place, the more you want to leave. Already it has felt like days. You fear that if you are stuck here much longer, you will become like the patients, a husk of your former self, unruly and dangerous. 7 on the mythos.
Oh, we got a while.
Yeah.
So all we're going to do is we're just being unruly and dangerous, which is sort of, well.
The walls are closing in. Revelation. Test my willpower of X, where X is the shroud value of your location, 3. If you fail, you must either take 1 horror for each point you fail by, or randomly choose 1 enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies and place it beneath the act deck without looking at it. What is going on in the act deck where we are placing monsters underneath there?
That's the good stuff.
That's supposed to be the good stuff. So the walls are closing in. So I'm going to test my brain power, or my willpower at 3. My willpower is 3. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. So we'll see how this all works out, Brad. And I get a crumbled
tablet.
-X, where X is the shroud value based on your current location. So I lost by 3. So I either take 1 horror. I'm already down 1 horror, so I would be like close to death. Or I randomly choose one enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies and place it beneath
I'll
the
put
act
it in.
deck.
Do it. Put it in
Oh,
there.
Brad,
Come on.
this sucks. Well, since we haven't looked at these, should I even shuffle them again? I'll
Sure.
shuffle them again. And I'll just take this top one. Put it at the bottom as I'm casually showing Brad at the angle what's on the bottom monster of the deck.
It was text that was too far away from my bifocals to read. So
the joys
fine.
of age, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. All right, so now you get to draw a encounter card.
Oh, it's a mad patient with a fight of 2 hit points or health points, and an evade of 3. He is a humanoid lunatic. He spawns in the nearest asylum halls, which I'm assuming I'm in an asylum
You're in
hall.
an asylum hall.
Prey, most remaining sanity. Forced, when you attack mad patient, take 1 horror. So he's the mad patient.
Well, I have 5 sanity left. How many do you have?
I have 6.
Okay. Also, remember, each lunatic enemy at this location gets +1 to their horror value, which is where they're at.
Okay, so his horror is no horror, but
so
okay.
he's at a plus. So he's got 1 horror. So when he attacks,
or she,
it.
All right. So Lola.
So it's so now it is your. You want to start first?
Maybe I don't know. You want to come over here and kick a mad patient for me?
I can.
You got anything to kick him with? You got a beat cop.
I do have a beat cop that gives me +1 to my attack. What's
I could.
What's the deal on this thing?
Oh, I'm not going to use Dr. William T. Mallison to get rid of this mad patient.
But what's the deal on this thing?
So it's 2 fight, 3 evade, 2 health points.
2 fight.
Yep.
And 2 health points.
Yep.
I would only. Boo. I would only be able to do it 1 damage.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything else. I've got like 3 cards here that are super useless. All right. So let me come in here. So that's 1 action. I'm going to attack that guy. And so if I miss, do I attack you?
Only if you're using like
a scattergun or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
An investigator may fight any enemy at his or her location, including an enemy he or she is engaged with, an unengaged enemy, or an enemy engaged with another investigator who is at the same location. If the test fails, no damage is dealt to the attacked enemy. However, if an investigator fails this test against an enemy that is engaged with another single investigator, the damage of that attack is dealt to the investigator engaged with the enemy. So you would, in fact, damage me, regardless of using a shotgun or a knife or anything.
Or just my regular fists.
Just your regular fists. You would accidentally punch me in the face.
All right. Well, I'm going to hopefully not punch you in the face because I do have a +1 to my fight. So I'm at 5 versus it's 2, right?
Versus it's 2, yes.
So I'm up by 3.
All right.
And let's see. Oh! Tentacle face 0. Either randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies and place it beneath the act deck without looking at it, or test automatically fails instead. Brad.
I don't know, man. Fail it and try again. You do 1, I'll do 1.
Well, I've got only 1 thing left. So you want me to automatically fail this? Okay.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't know. You got. I mean, what do you mean? You got only 1.
I've got
action.
one.
You got 1 action left. That's nice.
All right, Mr. Policeman, help me out here. -2, so I beat it by 1.
All right.
So it deals 1 damage. But you got to take some damage.
Why?
Because I missed on that first attack.
Oh, Steven.
That's what I was asking. I was saying.
Oh, how much? And you did 1 damage?
I did 1 damage. Gosh. That's what I was saying. Do I put a monster? Because we got 2 monsters underneath here. This can't be good at the end of this act.
No, but yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
Oh, man.
You're the worst at this game.
Well, I swung my shovel at you and...
Just shovel to the back of the head.
Yeah.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Then I'm going to begin by fighting this mad patient. And I'm going to play my guts card. So that's going to add +2. So my fight is 5 to her 2. Can do this. I got this. I actually said the phrase, I've got this. I should never, ever say that phrase. What's underneath my hand? -1, I got this.
All right, so the person is dead.
All right.
Right?
Yes.
No victory points?
No victory points.
Okay.
She's just dead.
All right.
All right. Oh, I get to draw a card for guts.
Awesome.
Nice. Well drawn card there. All right. That was my first action. For my second action, here's what I want to do for my second action.
You're going to hunt for a clue?
I'm going to investigate.
Please investigate.
Just a little bit. All right, so my magnifying glass gives me +1, so I'm at 4. Shroud is 3.
And are you on the right thing that you need to be on?
I'm at the seeker, so I can use my magnifying glass. Cultist.
Cultist says -X, where X is the amount of horror on you.
None.
You have none horror.
All right, so we're good.
So you got the clue?
I have the clue.
Shall we spin 3 clues?
Let's spin 3 clues.
All right. Jeez, Brad. I'm so horrified by this. All right. Turning a corner, you nearly bump into a nurse with light brown hair and sharp features. You tell her about the violent patients and the strange things you've seen, but she doesn't listen. Apparently, she didn't see us take out this lunatic. When you inquire about Daniel, she informs you that he is a patient of Dr. Mintz and that he resides in the secured basement level, which is down here.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she refuses to let you into that area of the asylum. The investigators must decide, choose one. Any investigator tests their fight of 4 to intimidate her into giving you the keys. If successful, advance to Act 2A. If failed, you must choose an option you have yet to choose. We can test agility at 4 to steal the keys. If you succeed, advance to Act 2A. If you fail, blah, blah, blah. If you can test your book learning, your intellect of 4 to persuade her into giving you the keys. If successful, advance to 2A. If failed, you must do the other options you haven't yet chosen. The other option is we can knock her over and grab the keys. Remember that you took the keys by force. Advance to Act 2A. Now, my beat cop is out.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me a fight of 5.
Oh, okay.
So I'm up by 1.
So you can intimidate her.
I think I can intimidate her.
Okay.
Let's see if we can intimidate her.
Wave that shovel around like a lunatic madman.
-1.
Yes.
All right, so we intimidate her. Now we advance to Act 2A.
All right.
We got the keys. Oh, but we got the really bad ones. Daniel is somewhere in the secured basement where the most dangerous patients are kept. Now that you have the keys, you can explore the area of the asylum. Ignore the text on the unrevealed side of the Arkham Asylum locations. Ignore the text on the unrevealed side of the Arkham locations. So that would be like the basement says, the door leading to the basement hall is locked. You cannot enter the basement hall. So we must ignore that.
That's what the kitchen says too.
Kitchen says that
so
too.
We can get in the kitchen.
So the infirmary mess hall say any of that?
Nope.
Okay. Objective. Find the patient confinement location with Daniel Chesterfield. You will be instructed when to advance. So we have to find Mr. Chesterfield in order to advance.
All right. Well, we know where he's at.
Yes. Okay, so that was your second action. You have one more action.
All right. Well, now there are no clues at my location, so magnifying glass goes back in my hand.
It doesn't just get discarded?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just a lightning reaction.
All right.
And boy, I mean, I'm reluctant to go off on my own.
Well, it's only one move, and you're moving into a location that you already know about.
Right. Yeah. Right. What's the activate action there?
So on this one, take 1 horror and evade a lunatic enemy in this location.
Okay.
But you have to use an action to do that.
All right. So I will go here and end my turn.
All right. So now we proceed to the enemy phase. There are no enemies present that we know of.
Because we beat the heck out of her. We have bludgeoned to death.
All right.
One
now we get to go
patient.
to the upkeep phase. We get to flip our cards, reset our actions.
Okay.
Draw a card,
and
take an action. Or take a resource, sorry.
All right.
Oh, Brad, I got a good one here. I got several good ones in my hand. Ah, boo.
I can't get this last. I
time.
gotta get this last resource out of my hand.
Okay, so you're gonna hate me for when it's my turn. Okay, you already took one?
Yep.
Okay, we'll add a mythos onto the agenda.
Okay.
Then I will take a bad card, and I will get a Maniac. Forced. After Maniac engages, you take 1 damage and deal 1 damage to the Maniac. Oh. So I take a damage. He also takes a damage. He has a health of 4. Okay, I'm going to put it on my beat cop instead of on me.
Okay.
Your turn to draw a card.
Treachery. Straitjacket.
Oh no.
Item, clothing, revelation. If there is no copy of Straitjacket in your threat area, put Straitjacket into play in your threat area as an asset that takes up a body slot and 2 hand slots. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, you can't hold magnifying glass then.
Luckily, I've put it back in my hand. Wow. Return each asset in those slots to your hand. This card cannot leave play except by the ability below. Spend 2 actions. Discard Straitjacket.
Yeah.
The text
this is bad.
What are you doing? I'm not crazy. Somebody's put me in a straitjacket, Steven.
I know, right?
I'm not crazy.
It's a pretty cool card. But it does force you to put a lot of your things away.
Wow.
All right. Well, okay. So you have to spend 2 actions.
I do, to get rid of it.
And I'm gonna fight this guy. Let's see if there's anything else that I can add into here. I do not. Shoot. All right. So my fight is 4. This guy has a fight of 3. My beat cop gives me a +1, so he's at 5. So 5 to his 3. God dang it. X is the amount of horror on you. I have no horror. Oh, I have 1 horror on me, so that's -1. I hit him for 1. Okay.
I gotta do this.
That's my first action. I have to do this 2 more times. So I'm going to
Oh.
fight him again. Get off me, you maniac! 0.
All right.
Hit him again. You maniac! Get away from me! -2. He's at 3. I'm at 5.
Yep.
Hit him again. Brad, scream at the maniacs.
Get out, get out, get out of my head, he says. Wow, you have beat a maniac to death with a shovel.
But I used all 3 of my turns. Well, the beat cop helped me out.
Okay, so here's what I could do.
Get rid of the.
You don't think I should
Just
go down
ahead.
to the basement with my straitjacket on?
No.
I think I should.
No.
All right. Well, Lola, fortunately, spent years as a magician's assistant. That was her introduction to the stage.
There
in
you
fact.
go.
And she learned to dislocate her shoulder. And
To get out of there.
Yep, and she gets out of this. She does the old straitjacket escape the hard way.
So that takes 2 of your turns.
That takes 2 of her action. Well, the first action, and then the second action is slamming her shoulder into the wall to get it back in.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. I want to go. If I can go back 1.
All right.
This is no big deal.
Okay.
But you do need to pull that card out.
Okay.
This is one that I didn't think I could my card out.
Oh.
Bury them deep. Task. The William York deck only. Fast. Play after a non-elite enemy at your location is defeated. Add that enemy and this card to the victory display pile.
Oh, sweet. Victory display.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
I was going to do that and then I forgot about it.
Good
Sorry.
job. All right. Nice. Well played.
Okay. So you're.
All right, so she's gotten out of her straitjacket. Now, I think I should go into the basement. Or do you think I should wait for
Listen, I can't tell you something. But there's something that's going to is going to isolate you. Let me just put it that way.
It's going to isolate me.
It's going to isolate you. And we do have 7 turns or 6 more turns. And I honestly have to burn. I have to burn a whole
Are
turn.
you having trouble moving?
Yeah.
You're having trouble? You're kind of stuck?
I'm stuck. I'm horrified in this place.
Wow. Yeah. I can see you're paralyzed. Well,
You're-
I think I'm going to go down there.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. Dank air drifted out of some of the darker hallways. Carolyn asked, "Do some of these passageways lead underground?" Nurse Heather nodded. It's a very old building, Doctor.
Oh.
Nurse Heather. That was her with the sandy brown hair that you intimidated. All right. The shroud is 4. There is 1 clue per investigator. Forced. After the basement hull is revealed, put the 4 set-aside patient confinement locations into play. Oh, there are 4 locations down here.
Yep.
Oh, Daniel is only going to be in one of them.
Yep.
Oh, Daniel. A cramped stone staircase leads deep underground to the basement level of the asylum. Cries and howls of anguish torment you from behind the hall's many iron doors. You can't imagine what it would be like to live your days in this place. Or can I? So two clues, and that's where the victory point. If we can,
if we can clear that,
we can clear that. But I don't see that happening.
So that is your third turn. That
was my third thing. Yep. So we're
all right.
We're out of there, kid.
Well, so maybe this isn't bad because honestly, the lunatics are now in that pile. So I thought the lunatics were going to be in one of these rooms. Now these rooms only connect to the basement. They're not interconnected with one another. So if you're going to go into here, you have to come back out to here, then into here, back out.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Instead of them all being connected in a row.
Yeah.
So this is like a hallway.
They're cells.
Yeah. Okay. Enemy turn. No enemies in play?
Nope.
All right. Let us do the upkeep phase.
All right. Do we draw a card before we take a resource?
It's always draw a card, then take a resource.
All right. So I will draw a card.
Yeah, each investigator draws 1 card and gains 1 resource.
Okay.
So you're not doing that wrong, Brad. Wait a minute. What is this card doing in here? This card was somehow got into my deck. So go ahead and shuffle that in there.
All right.
Which means we have to reshuffle that deck.
It's all right. Shuffled is just shuffled.
Oh, 2 of those? Really? Okay. All right. You decided not to take a resource, but you did draw a card.
What's the maximum number of cards I can have?
8.
8. I have 8.
Okay.
Yes, I decided not to take a resource.
All right, so we'll add 1 to the mythos.
Okay.
I will draw a card, and I get Dance of the Yellow King. Oh, thank goodness we did this now. If there are no lunatic enemies in play, Dance of the Yellow King gets Surge.
Okay.
God damn it.
Woo! This is going to be... Oh! Ouch.
Yeah, this is really bad, Brad. Let me double check something on here. Oh, no. So even though so I will say this for people watching at home. Sometimes you may get treachery cards that have the exact same names. The colors are different, and those different colors on the card that I'm showing you right now at home means that it has a different effect. Okay, Brad.
All right.
It's your turn to draw a card.
I don't want to.
I know.
So I'll tell you folks at home that sometimes you draw a card, and the name is the same, but the colors are different.
So do you have 2 cards? Do you have 2 things in your hand too?
I do.
We're going to have to blow a couple of turns to do this. So first thing I'm going to do...
I'm not going to have to blow turns. I'm going to have to do something I don't want to do.
I'm going to blow 2 actions so I can get rid of the one that I just drew. Whispers in your head, doubt. Secretly add whispers of head, doubt into your hand. You cannot play events.
Yeesh.
Yeah. So I'm getting rid of that one real quick. So that's 2 actions. So I only have 1 more action to do. I'm going to use that action to make 1 move up to here into this, into here, because this does not connect. Yeah, these 2 do not connect, so I have to move over here.
Okay.
My turn is done. And you know what? I'm going to have about a similar turn to that the next time.
Oh, I thought... Okay, so you can
I can
you're
move.
free to move.
I'm free to make 1 move, but I cannot do anything else at this point. Jeez. And that's why I had to get rid of my events, or I wouldn't have been able to play anything else.
Right. All right. My turn.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to spend 1 resource.
Yay! Now
to
you have
play
more resources.
Prepared for the worst. Search the top 9 cards of your. Oh, I've got to switch to to Guardian mode before I play Prepared for the Worst. She remembers playing playing one of the Furies or something, or some Guardian something. Search the top 9 cards of your deck for a weapon asset and add it to your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. Oh, yes.
Did you get one?
I have a weapon asset.
You don't have very many weapons in your deck, though. Is that right?
I do not, but the ones I do have, I've used before in previous games, so you can guess. It was a weapon that Lola actually stole from the props department.
Yeah, there you go.
When she was doing the Nyoka Queen of the Jungle performance at the Arkham Playhouse.
Brad, I've got a hand of really good stuff.
Uh-huh.
I just can't play any of this good stuff right now.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I think I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, here's something I could do.
You could spend your 2 actions or whatever you need to do to get rid of whatever thing you have in your hand.
No, that's not how I get rid of. That's not how I get rid of the thing. You're assuming too much. Yeah. So I could go venturing into these cells and trying to find Daniel, or I could get those clues, which I could then use. Dr. William, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking. So I've only done 1 action, right?
Yeah, but you can't pull out your magnifying glass.
Why not?
Because you've already switched your rolls.
Fudge.
Because can't you only do that once per turn?
Yeah, I can only do that once per round, yeah. Fudge. You're correct.
See, we're learning. It's only been, like 18 episodes of this show, and we're finally figuring out how the game plays.
All right. Well, you know what? The 4 is not... So I get benefit from Dark Horse. It would actually put me at 4. I'm even. And what's the worst that could happen? Or do you think I should go venturing into these cells alone and defenseless? Because I don't have the resources now to actually play the weapon that I drew into my hand. That was just a ploy to activate my Dark Horse ability.
So what's your investigative skill right now?
It is 4. It's 3 plus 1 from Dark Horse. It's 4.
So you're only tied.
It's probably not worth it.
I mean,
all right.
I mean,
let's. You know what?
Which one are you gonna go?
Let's go that one there. Yep. All right. Oh no. As an additional cost to enter patient confinement, you must spend 1 clue.
Oh, so you can't enter?
So I better get a clue. All right. So I will investigate.
Okay.
And I'm 3 plus 1 is 4.
Against 4.
0. I got a clue.
Awesome.
All right.
Now you spend a clue and go.
Well, I don't. I mean, or should I try again?
I think you should try to get as many clues as you can, because if all of these are this way, we have to have 4 clues. There's only 2 more clues left on the board.
All right.
That we know of. I mean, that means we have to go back and investigate these other 4 areas.
Tilting my head like this when I draw clues.
You don't have to. We know you're not cheating, Brad.
Well, no one knows that. I don't cheat.
I mean, we do, because your draws are so bad. The skull says -1. If you fail, randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monsters and place it beneath the act deck without looking at it. Not your choice, but this is going to be really bad. Because either we're going to have to take all these guys on at the end, or these are going to hurt us in some way, shape, or form.
All right.
So those are your 2 actions. Those 2 actions.
Yep. Very annoying.
You want to try a 3rd action and try to?
No,
go?
those are my.
Those are your 3.
2 actions, but those are my 3rd. Yeah, my 2nd and 3rd actions.
So what was your first one?
My first action was playing Prepared for the Worst.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. Enemy phase, no enemies. Upkeep phase. Draw one card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get one resource.
I'm going to...
I'm resource flush this game.
I'm going to actually take a resource this time. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Check your hand size.
Hand size is excessive.
So you have to discard one.
So I'm going to discard this.
You can't discard the bad one.
Magnifying glass.
No, really?
Yep.
Oh, Brad.
Oh.
All right. Advance the
Never fear.
Add one to the mythos and draw a bad card. Young psychopath, humanoid lunatic, forced. After young psychopath engages you, you must either take one horror or young psychopath gets +3 fight until the end of the investigation phase. That'd put her up to 5. Holy cow. I guess I'm going to take one horror, which puts me at 2 horror, which I will give to my beat cop. Blah! He just was like, blah! All right.
Clearly off his meds.
Yes, go ahead.
His beat cop meds. All right. Treachery. The walls are closing in. Terror. Test will at X, where X is the shroud value of your location. That's not good. So my will is 3 plus 1 is 4.
Shroud is 4.
Shroud is 4. I tell you what, Stephen. Let's see. If you fail, you must either take one horror for each point you failed by, or randomly choose one enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies and place it beneath the act deck without looking at it.
There's only
4 left.
4 left, and there's nowhere have I said if you run out of nowhere have I read if you run out of a monster deck, the game is over or anything like that. So
I'm going to add 1 Doom to Blood Pact. That gives me 3 will.
Yeah, can you use that even though you're at a?
Yeah.
I mean, it's already drawn. I mean, it's already in. Yeah, it's already out.
I think that's. Let me see. You can only play, commit, or trigger abilities on neutral cards or cards of your role. Am I triggering an ability?
You are.
I think I am.
And you've already changed your role once.
Yeah. Darn it. Yep. All right.
Well, you're at 4. The shroud's at 4. Maybe you'll get lucky.
All right. What the heck, right? Do I want to spend my clue?
Why would you spend your clue?
To use Dr. William T. Mallison, who's working on something big, to ditch this card and draw a different one.
Oh.
No. Well,
that's a pretty dangerous card. I mean, the worst is we could always put another monster in the act pile, or maybe you just take one. Who knows?
I'm even.
Maybe you're gonna. Maybe you'll win.
I'm even. Right. I'm even. Wait. I wonder. Can I commit a?
You can commit cards if you have something that will aid you.
Oh, that card I can play only during my turn. Blah. That doesn't do anything. That one I want to hang on to. No, you know what? It's just... Here we go. Boy, I've delayed enough. You can tell I really don't want to draw this token. I really don't. All right.
Squid heads.
Squid heads. Elder things.
0. Either randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies or place it beneath the act deck without looking at it, or this test automatically fails instead. So
either I place a monster or I place a monster.
Yeah, that's weird. Either randomly choose an enemy, which is interesting because it's a 0, so technically you win. Oh, this is going to be so bad, Brad. And see, so again, just a reminder for those of you watching at home who are screaming at your screen, why are you guys doing that? Don't you know what's going to happen? No, we don't know what's going to happen because here's the magic of this.
We're idiots.
Well, there is that. So Brad and I sit down to this game, and we may have made a casual glance over some things. I haven't. I mean, I may have looked at the first act and the first agenda before we play, and look at the fronts of all of the location cards. But I don't go in and read everything before I play the game. Some people may do that. I don't. The other thing is, we haven't played this game before we sit down to play it. Now, there have been instances in the past where you've done a solo mode on some scenarios in the past.
Oh, just in the introductory.
In the early days, in the way early days,
but
a long time ago.
Not when we did. Not when we did.
Yeah, definitely not during Path of Carcosa stuff. No. So this is all new to us. So you're experiencing it as we are experiencing it.
As stupid as we may be.
All right. So my turn, huh?
I guess. Yeah.
All right. Well. All right. I'm going to attack this psychopath. I've got a fight of 5 against her fight of 2. Get off of me, you psychopath! What are you? Oh, Death's Head.
Some kind of skull.
-1. I win.
All right.
So she takes 1 damage.
Shovel.
Oh, not a 3. I've got nothing but 3s left in here.
Did you never buy a second base set?
No, I didn't. Because you know what? I have all of the other... You know, the Arkham mansions and the encounters one. I've got more than enough in those other sets.
Yeah, but there's cards you don't have 2 of in your.
I don't need more than 2. I don't need more than 2 cards.
Okay.
Broken tablet. What's going on here? -X, where X is the base shroud value of your location. I'm at 3. I'm at 5. -3 is 2. I tie. She's dead.
Yay. Victory points? Nope.
No victory points.
And we can't do that.
Nope. That's only once.
We have the one of them.
Only once. All right. So that's my second action.
Come downstairs.
I could do that, or I could pull out some of these awesome things. All right. I'll come downstairs and end my turn.
All right.
Are you still with me, Mr. Beat Cobb? Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. I'm going to...
7.
Investigate. I'm going to pop out my other magnifying glass that I didn't discard. I'm going to switch to my secret roll. Thank you. All right. Now, I'm going to... Okay, so I have 4... 3, 4, 5. I'm at +1.
All right.
+1.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, did you get an Elder Sign? What does that thing do? I've never seen one of those in one of our games.
+2, and I can switch roles.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I'm going to switch to Mystic, just in case I do want to trigger that Blood Pact.
Okay. So there's your clue.
Oh, thank you.
And so that's you. The only thing you get to do is switch roles?
Yeah. And it was +2. +2 to mine, but I'm sorry, creaming it.
So that's your first one.
So let's go down to that.
Spin to clue.
Spin to clue. All right. The heavy middle door is firmly shut and locked from the outside. The thin slit that would allow you to peer inside the cell is stuck. The picture of this cell is a wreck, by the way. Oh, this is the familiar cell.
The familiar cell?
Yeah, this cell is very familiar to me.
Why is that?
Apparently I've spent time here, Stephen.
Oh, no.
Test will X, where X is the amount of horror on you, which is nothing.
Okay.
So if you succeed, you recognize the room. Remember that you recalled the way out. Oh, wait. But I cannot do that.
Why not?
Well, that's just an action that one can do. There's one clue here. The Shroud of 2.
Okay, so you're down in there. Oh, so as an action.
Now, so when I got the last clue off of that location, the magnifying glass should have gone back in my hand.
Okay.
So I did one investigation on one move, and I have another action I can take.
Yes, and you could do this action where you test your...
Yeah, and I remember the way out.
Willpower. And we kind of need clues.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to pop the Oh, no, but I'm a mystic now. That's all right. It's...
Shroud is only
2. So I'm at 4. I'm beating it by 2. I don't need any stinking magnifying glass.
Well, no. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm beating it by 2.
Yep, you're beating it by 2.
All right. I'm not going to tilt my head to the side awkwardly. 0.
All right. So
Get
you
my
beat
clue.
it by 2, so you get a clue.
All right.
So I wonder what this means by if you succeed, you recognize a room. Remember that you recalled the way out. It doesn't say you're trapped in there until you pass.
No, it's just something I could do. That doesn't, I don't know. Flip me
right.
over. I'm done.
Enemy turn. No enemies. Upkeep turn. Reset. Draw your cards.
I should have grabbed that clue over there instead of coming down to the basement. Who called you down to the basement?
You did.
What an idiot.
Okay.
Wow. Draw a card.
Draw a card and draw a resource.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 cards in my hand. How did that happen?
You have to discard 2.
Yeah. I know what 2 I'd like to discard.
God dang it. Well, I can tell you what's going to happen on my turn.
All right, I'm going to discard these 2 cards because they're not happening anytime soon. So that's fine.
And I can't go into any of these rooms anyway because I don't have a clue.
Right. What kind of moron?
What kind of idiot does that?
Here? Wow, why did I drag you down here?
All right.
Well, you can come with me.
Add 1 to the mythos. We're at 4 now. We've only got 3 more left. And I get a mad patient. Spawn in the nearest asylum hall. Okay, that's where I'm at. Forced. When you attack mad patient, take 1 horror. Ouch. It preys on the most. Well, it's in here. Is where it spawns. I'm here, so it would just engage with me automatically, right?
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yes.
All right. That's my person is a mad patient.
All right. I get treachery, corrosion, hazard, revelation, discard item assets from play and or from your hand with a total printed resource cost of at least X, where X is the shroud value of your location. If no cards are discarded by this effect, corrosion gains surge. You suddenly drop the object on the ground and watch as it erodes and turns to dust before your eyes.
Shroud is 2, so you have to get rid of something worth 2.
My machete.
Oh no.
Yep, it turns to dust before my eyes.
All right, god dang it. I am so screwed right now, Brad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm going to have to fight this thing.
Wait, maybe I should go first. Oh, you've got to fight this thing. Yeah, you should.
I have to. I mean, I can't do anything anyway. I mean, so if you want to go first, I mean, you can go 1, 2, and investigate.
Well, I don't want to get your thing on me. No, I guess I won't.
I mean, you have the clues to spend.
Yeah, I can go first without.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So move again.
2.
All right. No, that's my second action. All right.
Read the front and make sure it says that you do have to spend the clue.
Yep.
Okay.
Additional cost on your patient can find me to spend 1 clue. Dreary Cell. Contest lore as an action. Test lore at 2 to speak to the patient here. If you succeed, you're able to interpret her ravings. Remember that you know the guard's patrols. Oh, Stephen, I think I should be doing these things.
I think so.
But here's the thing. A chill gloom envelops this windowless cell. Being locked in here for a day would be torturous, let alone for months. It is filthy. All right. How? Oh, I got to spend my clue to get in this room.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
There is a clue in here.
Is there? Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Shroud of 3. I am going to.
Might as well do. I mean,
I'm going to switch to Seeker.
Okay.
That was my second action was to move.
Yeah, 1, 2. So you've got 1 action remaining.
Okay, I'm going to switch to a Seeker, drop my magnifying glass. It's a fast action.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm at 5, 3, 4, 5. I'm at 2 above. 2 to the good. Cultist.
Man, we have hit so many of these. X is the amount of horror on you.
Nothing. All right.
So you get this?
All right, I get that. All right, flip me over.
Okay. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fight this. I've got a fight of 5 against its 2, so I'm up by 3, which is quite a bit. And I get a -1. But here's the thing. I have to take a horror when I attack the mad patient, take 1 horror. Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to take a horror,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and discard my beat cop
Mm-hmm.
so I can get another extra damage on the enemy in this location. So
Okay.
it will actually kill the mad patient. Don't
All
worry,
right.
be happy. And we did say allies are assets, right?
Yep.
So, oh, shoot.
Isn't that on your character card? Or
So we did say that
allies
are assets.
Not only did we say that, that actually is in fact
If
the
this
case.
skill, I'm going to go ahead and play resourceful. If this skill test is successful, choose... Oh, no, I can't. That has to be a survivor card. And I don't have any survivor cards in my discard pile. All right, so that's my first action to do that.
All right.
I'm going to spend my next 2 actions, Brad, to get rid of whispers in my head, which only allowed me to move once during my turn.
Okay.
So that used up all of my actions for this turn. The voices in my head are gone. I now feel comfortable that I have all of the moves, actions, etc. that I need. I feel okay.
Okay.
And now it is the enemy turn. There are no enemies, which means it is the upkeep phase.
All right.
So we'll flip our cards. Resets. Do you need to change anything over there? Not yet?
Nope, everything is good.
Draw 1 card.
Draw this card.
Gain 1 resource. There we go. That's what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at 8. 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7.
All right, we're about to advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only got 2 more turns, Brad, to find this guy. I think we really played this wrong. I really think we're playing this wrong, but oh well. I get a roach swarm. X is the shroud value of the roach's swarm location. Oh, great. So it's 4. Crap. That's and I'm not at 5 anymore. Dang it. Okay, go ahead and take one,
my
Brad.
machete is turned to dust. Treachery. The yellow sign.
Oh, no.
Revelation. Test will at 4. If you fail, take 2 horror and search your deck for a madness weakness. Draw that card and shuffle your deck. They came to me slowly as if I had forgotten them, and at last I could make some sense out of the sounds. It was this. Have you found the yellow sign? Well, Lola has found the yellow sign. It's scrawled here on the wall of this dreary cell.
It's in blood.
Oh. All right. Test will at 4. If you fail, take 2 horror and search your deck for a madness weakness. Well, I'm at 4. So it's even Stevens. I've got a card. I've got a couple of cards I could play. There's a card I was holding on. There was like a combo of 2 cards I was holding on to. I'm going to have to break my combo.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Or do I want to search my deck for a madness weakness?
I mean, try to avoid weaknesses if you can. I mean, you've got a huge deck.
I do. So you think I should spend a card and... All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Yeah.
I just we play this game every time, Brad, and I just feel like the Benny Hill music should be playing underneath.
That's why I think I'm making a really dumb play here.
I think if you search your deck for a madness card, that's even worse.
Yeah, but I'm even. I'm at 4.
Okay, well then.
I'm at 4.
But if something bad happens, but if you don't beat it, you've got him to take some of the damage.
Well, I mean, I could ditch this card.
Well, we definitely want to get rid of the card.
This card.
Yeah.
So I'll spend a clue. Exhaust Dr. William T. Mallison. Place one of my clues on my location. Oh, it just goes back on my location even. I'm not actually even spinning the clue.
Okay.
Walls are closing in. Test X. Test will X, where X is the shroud value.
3.
So will at 3. That's better. If you fail, you must either take 1 horror for each point you fail by, or randomly choose 1 enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies and place it beneath the act deck without looking at it. This is better. So I'm at 4. Take 1 horror.
You
I only
lost by
failed
1.
by 1. So I can either take 1 horror or choose
take
an
the
enemy.
horror.
I'm just going to take the horror.
Take the horror.
The horror.
The horror.
That's fine.
The
I'm
horror.
gonna do that. I wonder if I could give it to William T. Mallison.
You can. Even if he is exhausted, you
Maybe I'll
can.
do that. Old Billy T is going to take the horror for me.
All right. So you got rid of that card.
All right.
Investigator turn. Do you want to go first?
I think I do. I hope you're not mad at me for what I'm
No,
about to
I'm
do.
not, because I got rid of the card that was really bothering me, but now I got an enemy again, and it's going to take me 2 turns to get rid of this. Oh, no, what are you doing? Brad, no.
I'm placing a monster card under the act deck so I can get rid of my Gift of Madness Misery.
Okay.
Because that was keeping me from triggering abilities on locations.
Oh, okay. So that's why you weren't able to do these things.
Yeah. So this magnifying glass should have gone back into my hand while there was no clues there.
Yeah.
But I will drop it out of my hand
Because you got the seeker in
because
play.
I'm still a seeker, and I'm going to investigate. So I'm 3, 4, 5, and the shroud is only 3, so I'm up by 2.
Okay. I'm just so scared. Something bad's going to happen.
Skull.
Skull head, death's head. -1. If you fail, randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies in place
I
beneath
did
the
not
act deck.
fail. Give me my clue back.
Yeah. All right,
All
so
right.
that was your first action.
All right, so now this is test lore at 4.
Test your book learning, which is your intellect, at 2.
At 2.
To speak to the patient here. If you succeed, you're able to interpret her ravings. Remember that you know the guard's patrols.
All right, I'm going to drop this card
Flashlight?
for its
lore
lore
ability.
boost. So 3, 4, 5. So I'm up by 3.
Okay. Seems like a good idea.
Skull.
So you're up by 3, -1.
Fine.
So you
All right, so
remember
we
remember
know
the
the guards
roots.
stuff. Okay, so that's 2. Oh, there are no clues
Okay.
here. So magnifying glass goes back in my hand.
So your third move is to exit out of here.
Yeah.
Unless there's something you want to play or put in your hand or something.
I guess.
Get a resource, not get a resource. Draw a card, not draw a card.
Guess I'm going to. I think I'm.
You have another treachery card, or you have another card in your hand that's awful.
I do have another awful card in my hand.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna switch roles,
Okay. Which you can do.
which I can do. I'm gonna go back up here,
Okay.
and that is my third action.
All right. For my first action, I'm going to fight this guy, and I'm going to have to throw in my leather coat, which will give me a +1 to the fight. Is there anything you can throw in?
For fight,
Fighting, fisting ability?
how bad? How many of these do you need to do?
I have to hit it for 2 damage.
I can give you a help. I can give you 1 help on one of these fights.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it now or later?
I'm a +1 right now.
All right.
Okay, so hit it for 1. Now I could use some help.
You want some help?
Yes. Okay, hold on. If this skill test is successful, choose a what are we? We are the survivor class
Survivor,
card, not named resourceful in your discard pile. Add the card to your hand.
Not named resourceful. What'd you just pull?
I pulled back my leather coat,
Oh, okay.
and so I don't need your help because I'm going to put the leather coat back into play. I'm up by 1. Maybe
All
you
right.
do want to throw something in to help me.
All right.
That way I'm up by 2.
You can overpower it.
Okay. Okay, so this is -1. I win. I really didn't need yours. This has to go to the discard pile, but ha! However,
If this test is successful, draw a card.
so here's the thing, Brad.
Uh-huh.
You do get the reward on the text of the card.
Okay.
So you get to draw a card,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
But I made a mistake.
What?
I didn't use my resourceful correctly. What I should have done was commit resourceful to that fight. Then I would have been able to get this leather coat from my hand.
I see.
So because I didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to play this leather coat card.
Let me see resourceful. What?
Because it's a skill.
Oh, it's
so
a
I would have had to
skill.
have committed that to the fight.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, you still committed your card.
So that puts you plus 2.
That would have because I didn't play this card correctly.
I give you plus 2.
Oh, you gave me plus 2. So I was up. So even though I lost by 1 on the, it took a -1.
Right.
I still won on that. So I don't get my leather coat back.
Okay.
So here's what happened, right?
Okay.
In the first fight, I played my leather coat.
Right.
Leather coat went away. I had a 1 damage on this.
Okay. All right.
Then I tried to play the resourceful to get the leather coat back.
Yeah.
To play it again.
Yeah.
I would not have been able to do
so
that.
That was all.
So that was gone. But you played your guts card, which overpower, which gave me 2 to the fight.
Right.
I drew a -1. I still beat this thing.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
So
skill test is successful.
Skill test is successful.
I draw a card.
You get a draw card, but my resourceful cards come back in my hand. I don't get my leather coat back. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
So that was my second action.
It was exhausting.
It was. For my third action, Brad, I'm going to spend 4 resources and pull out a 45 automatic because I am tired. Oops. So I got my 45 automatic. My turns are done. Now I know how resourceful works. We're able to go on to the enemy phase. There are no enemies.
All right.
We're able to go to our upkeep phase.
Okay.
So I will reset our cards. I will draw a card and take a resource. 7.
Well, look at this. I've got my Crisis of Identity, Weakness, Madness. I might as well have taken it because now it's in my hand. Discard all cards you control of your current role.
Oh, no, you're in the Seeker role.
Mystic. I'm in the Mystic role.
You're in your Mystic role, so you have to discard your...
Yeah, I have to discard Blood Pact, which is permanent. You can't discard permanents.
Okay.
Then discard the top card of your deck. Switch your role to the class of the discarded card. If the discarded card is a weakness, switch your role to neutral. It is a Seeker or Mystic card, so my role is Mystic.
Okay.
It stays Mystic.
Well, that kind of was a benefit.
There you go. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
All right. Well, we're going to then move on to
and does this stay in my display or does it go in my discard?
It would have to go in a discard because it's only you draw once.
We'll look that up later if I have to shuffle my discard.
All right. Well, I'm going to add one more to the mythos. So we are now at 6 to its 7. I'm going to draw a card. Okay. And I get... Oh, boo. All right, your turn to go ahead and draw one of those cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, look, Stephen.
Yes.
These damned orderlies keep sneaking up behind me.
Putting on a...
putting me in straitjackets. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see. Yeah. It takes up a body slot and 2 hand slots. Return each asset in those slots to your hand. This card cannot leave play except by the ability below. 2 actions, discard straitjacket. Wow. That's really annoying. All right.
I also messed up something else before. Because after I did defeat that enemy, I can play an asset from your discard pile playing its cost. So I could have brought back my leather coat.
It's all right. It's been a little while.
I'm just...
When we started this campaign, you were a young, clean-shaven man.
I know, right? Aging me. Dang it. That makes me mad.
Yeah, it's all right. You know what? We'll get it back.
Yeah.
So
you drew one of those things, right?
I did. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Now it's the investigator phase.
Do you want to go first?
Why don't you go first?
All right. Look, I'm kind of cool with this straitjacket. Here's what I'm thinking of doing.
Try to get rid of your straitjacket first.
Let's talk about this. I think I move down to that room. I test. No, we're just talking this room.
Okay.
This
room?
No, that one. I test will at 2.
You test your willpower at X, where X is the amount of horror on you.
which is none.
Oh, yeah. So you could succeed on that easily.
All right. And then I come back.
Yeah, as long as you don't draw. Yeah. All right, so first move.
Okay, first move.
Investigate.
You can do all this in a straight jacket.
Now, I wonder, it's horror on you, not horror on your allies, right?
I don't know what's it say.
It just says horror. It just says the amount of horror on you.
Well, it's horror on me then.
Okay. All right, so insta-fail. So investigate again.
All right, try it again. Testing will at 0. My will is 4, Stephen. Skull minus 1.
So you succeed. So now...
The skull just keeps floating to the top.
You recalled the way out.
All right, so now I know the guard's pattern, and I recall the way out. If we ever find our buddy Daniel, I am like to the door.
Hopefully. Yeah, because notice there's no exit. Remember, we were brought into here and the doors were closed.
They locked the door.
They locked us in.
Oh, so this is...
That's your thing.
Yeah. Yep.
But we've only got 2 monsters left.
I'm in a straitjacket.
My turn, huh?
And I'm stuck down here. Yep.
My turn. Okay, so my first turn, I'm going to spend 2 resources. I'm going to pull out Lantern. Lantern allows me to use during investigate. Your location gets a -1 shroud for this investigation. If I discard my Lantern, I deal 1 damage to an enemy at my location. This action does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
You've got enough free hands for all this?
Oh, I do not. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me.
My pleasure.
Okay, then.
Says the guy in the straitjacket. You got hands?
All right, then I will pay 1, and I will get scavenging. This is a fast action. Or, sorry, a reaction trigger, right? Is that what that one is?
Is it a lightning
bolt? It's a
bolt?
reaction trigger. After you successfully investigate by 2 or more exhaust scavenging, choose an item card in your discard pile and put it back into your hand.
You've not investigated by 2 or more.
Well, not yet.
Then don't play it.
I do have a flashlight.
Then you can't play it. Then you've got to go up there and investigate.
No,
move.
This is
reaction after you investigate successfully.
Oh, then I spend it. No, but then I have to exhaust it. It says just exhaust it. Look at this. Why would it tell me to exhaust it?
Oh, okay. All right. You're right.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
So I can have it here.
Don't listen to me. I know how to play this game.
That was my first move.
It's your first.
I don't have a clue.
Go up here,
so I'm going to go up here. That's my second move. My third move.
So it's worth a victory point, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Investigate that.
All right.
Get us a victory point.
All right. I'm done. Enemy phase.
No enemies.
And we get an upkeep. So we get to draw a card, do a resource, reset our actions. Oh!
Paranoia, basic weakness, madness, revelation, discard all your resources. Oof. What a shame.
You have to discard all your resources? Okay. Mine is drawing the sign, a basic weakness. Revelation, put drawing the sign into play in your threat area. Your maximum hand size is reduced to 5 while checking your hand size during the upkeep phase. And, this sucks. I can spend 2 actions to discard drawing the sign. So I have to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to get rid of 2 of these. Okay, I'm going to get rid of, unfortunately, I should have spent this. I'm going to get rid of emergency cash, gain 3 resources. There's 1. And the other one I'm going to get rid of is, hey, look what I found. Fast play after you fail a skill test by 2 or less while Oh, I'm going to keep that one.
Because you're either going to succeed or fail.
I'm going to succeed or fail.
Then I've got by enough.
I'll go ahead and get rid of dodge. Fast play when an enemy attacks investigator at your location and cancel the attack.
I like dodge, though.
I do too.
That's a good card.
But those will be 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, I would have been able to keep one of those had I...
Ugh.
Okay.
These stinking cards.
All right. Are we done with that, Brad? Or did you draw and do all the things? Okay.
Oh, no, I drew a card, but we didn't draw from that.
Yep. So here we go. The yellow sign. In the back of your mind, a force beckons. Have you seen it? It calls to you. Glimpsing something in your... That's weird that I just drew drawing the sign.
Drawing it. Fortunately, I got rid of mine there earlier.
Glimpsing something in your peripheral vision, you turn and find a familiar symbol peering back at you wherever you look. It's etched upon the doors, drawn on the walls, painted on the patient's canvases. You cannot escape it. The lead investigator must randomly choose an enemy from among the set-aside monster enemies and shuffle it into the encounter deck without looking at it. Shuffle that into the encounter deck
many of those guys
without
left.
looking at it. Check the campaign log. If Constance Dumaine is not listed under VIP slain, search the collection for Constance Dumaine and spawn her in the garden.
She is listed among VIPs slain.
Okay. She is.
Yes.
So we don't have to worry about dragging her out.
Right.
Oof. Thank goodness.
What's she doing here at Arkham? Well, she's not.
I don't know.
She's dead. What am I saying?
Agenda 3A. Flee. Oh, it's called Agenda 3A, his domain. Flee. Flee while you can. Forced. When you would place an enemy beneath the act deck, shuffle that enemy into the encounter deck instead. So, we've only got that one left. There's a mythos of 8 on this.
Okay.
So we still have time to find this guy.
Plenty of time.
And get out. But where's the resign location?
There is no resign location. And there is no way out. Fortunately, I remember the way out, and I know the pattern of the cards.
We can ignore the garden. The garden gate is also locked.
Yeah, but it's unlocked now.
Yeah, and this is okay. Well,
how do I remember the way out, Steve?
You've seen the yellow sign?
No, I think I've been here before. I think I've been here for a while.
Okay, so now it's time for the encounter deck, and I get frickin' roach swarm. Good thing is, their fight ability is 3. Okay. And I've got a gun.
I get a mad patient, humanoid, lunatic, spawn nearest asylum halls. I'm not in an asylum hall. Is this the nearest asylum hall?
That's the nearest asylum hall.
Prey, most remaining sanity. Forced. When you attack mad patient, take 1 horror.
Okay.
Okay, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can come down here and attack.
I can fight.
But she prays.
Hopefully kill.
Okay.
So that would be like 1,
right,
2, 3, and then it'll engage with me.
Okay.
But I will take a... Yeah. That's okay. I'll take care of this. Let me just go first.
What's the evade on that?
The agility is 3.
What's the fight?
Fight is 2.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm going to miss this clue. Do you have a clue? You've got a clue.
Why are you going to miss that clue?
Well, if I go down here...
Oh, don't worry about that. No, get the clue. That's why you came up here.
Okay. I'm going to fight these cockroaches, or the roach swarm. I'm going to shoot them with my gun, so that gives me +1 to my fight, so I'm at 5 to their 3. If I succeed, I do an extra damage. -1, I succeed, 2 damage, dead. All right, I'm going to spend a flashlight. Spend 1 supply. Your location gets -2 shroud for this investigation, so it's at a -1. And I'm using intellect is 2, so I'm beating it by 1.
You can do this.
And I
-1.
beat it by 1. So there's my clue. So that is 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Do I want to pull something out here? Oh, what? After you successfully investigate by 2 or more, exhaust... Oh, I only succeeded by 1. Only succeeded by 1. Okay. Move over and done.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you want to get out of there, right?
Well...
So the thing is, it's going to prey, and it's still going to come down on you.
Yeah. So if I move up there...
Evade it.
And evade it, and then move to the next room.
And you've got 2 clues, so you have enough clues to get into these next two rooms.
I'm in this straitjacket, but that's not going to keep me from evading it. It's just keeping me from holding items, which is not really an issue right now. All right, let's move up there.
Okay.
It's going to engage me. I'm going to
evade it.
Evade it.
Unless you can smite it.
All right, so we just covered this. So I'm going to, if I play a skill, oh, this is an event. So if I play an event card for its icons, I don't get the text.
Right. Oh man, I should have used my resourceful. Oh well.
All right, I'm going to play my improvisation card for its icons, and that's going to put me at 3, 4, 5, 6 to evade. So I'm up by 3.
All right.
Oh, but she's going to just wait a second. She's just going to come right back and get me, isn't she?
No.
Because I will.
She will be exhausted.
She'll be exhausted. That's right. Okay. All right. So I'm up by 3. Is that what I said? I'm trying to not grab that stupid skull. Oh, the skull actually wouldn't hurt this time.
Only takes 1 away. But you failed. So it automatically doesn't do anything, right?
What happens
if you miss on an evade? I don't think anything happens.
Evasion misses. I don't know. We should read the instructions. Evade action. If the test fails, the investigator does not evade the enemy and it remains engaged with him or her. Yep. Okay. So I just do it again.
Yeah. So.
But now I've lost this card.
You've lost that card. So here's the thing, Brad. Here's the thing, Brad. Nothing happens. It's still engaged with you. You don't get any damage.
Right.
You still have 1 chance to evade it.
Right.
Which will put it into rest. That'll use your final action.
Right.
It won't attack you during the enemy phase, which is good.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So then I can still come into the room.
Shoot.
When the prey, Wait
a second. When I buried that enemy under there, that should have cost me an action.
Oh, okay.
So I spent 1 too many actions last turn.
Okay.
So I should just be out of. Let's retroactively say I'm out of actions.
Okay. So you want this guy to be?
No, let's just. So I would have. You know what I mean? So I'm
so
an
you're
action.
not going to evade it.
So I'm an action short, right? So
Okay.
I did too many actions last turn. I'll do 1 fewer action this turn. I'm not going to evade it. I'm just going to be.
So it's going to attack you.
It's going to attack me.
Okay. Enemy turn. It's going to attack you. And you can't put it on the dude because this is only doing
it's just
damage.
one physical damage.
Yeah. You can handle 1 physical damage, can't you?
I can. All right.
Of course, these monsters. I have no idea what's going on with these monsters.
I'll put it on Dr. William T. Mallison.
Okay.
He's working on something big.
He is working on something big. Let's go to the upkeep phase. Draw 1 card. Gain 1 resource.
I am going to gain a resource.
Check my hand limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know. Do I want to gain a resource or not? I'm not going to gain a resource. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my knife so that I'm down to 5.
Okay.
Mythos phase. Right. Okay.
Yep. Draw a card.
Draw a card, and I get the yellow sign. Test my willpower at 4. If you fail, take 2 horror and search your deck for a madness weakness. Draw that card and shuffle your deck. Okay. My willpower is 3. I have nothing that I can throw in here. And I will take 2 horror, which will put me down to 4 horror. And I don't think you have anything you can commit to this, right?
I cannot because I'm not at your location.
Okay, that is right. So what happens... All right, well, let's hope for a plus. And it is a broken tablet, which is the base shroud value of your location. So it's 3. And draw a card. Okay, so take 2 horror. Yay. Not fun. I've only got 2 horror left. Search my deck for a madness card.
Okay.
What happens if I have no madness cards?
Well, I was just wondering that myself, to be honest with you. So
I have a weakness, but it's not a madness card. I have no madness cards. Search my deck for a madness weakness.
So you didn't find it, so you
I
can't
didn't find
play
one.
it.
See, I already had the drawing the sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Okay, so now
Draw that card and shuffle
right,
my
so
deck.
drawing the sign is in play, right?
Yep. It's
Okay.
done now, though.
Wait, okay. So that, what do you mean it's... Okay, let's talk about drawing the sign. What do you mean?
So it says, Revelation, test my willpower. If you fail, take 2 horror and search your deck for a madness weakness. Draw that card and shuffle it into your deck. Doesn't... I mean, does that mean it has to stay in play?
Let's talk about the card there.
This one.
Yes. Does that card just resolved?
No. My maximum... No, it is not.
Okay.
Your maximum hand size is reduced by 5 while checking your hand size during the upkeep phase. To discard this, I have to use 2 actions.
Oh, okay. All right. So
this card is gone.
So maybe it's just as well you didn't discard that.
Yeah. All right. So shuffled, put back in. Brad, your turn to draw one of those wonderful cards off the top.
Blah. Descent into Madness. Terror. Surge. Has Surge. Oops. Revelation. If you have at least 3 horror on you, lose 1 action. I
do not.
Do not. Oh, this is a Maniac.
Oh, no.
Forced. After Maniac engages you, take 1 damage and deal 1 damage to Maniac.
Okay. There's 1 damage to the Maniac.
Well, that's a 3, actually.
All right. So give yourself a damage, too.
All right. 1 for me.
There's the Maniac. Or
1 for the Maniac. All right.
So you have 2 enemies engaged with you. All right. Here I come.
Well,
I'm going to enter the room. I'm going to use my 45 automatic.
All right.
To shoot at whichever one has a value of 2.
This one is a fight of 2.
Okay.
And 2 hit points.
Okay, that's who I will fight.
I'd rather evade. This guy can be evaded at 1, so he's easy to evade.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot at that guy.
Okay, all right.
And...
when you attack the mad patient, take 1 horror.
That's fine.
Are you sure that's fine? That doesn't look fine to me.
Yep. I'm here to help you out.
Dude, you've already got 1...
Yep. Don't worry.
I'm worried.
I'm going to also throw in Resourceful. So I get 2. So I'm at 4, 5, 6 to its 2.
Okay.
-1. It's dead. And I'm going to go searching in my deck for my leather coat. And
it goes into play.
Place it into my hand.
All right.
Okay. So that one's gone.
Dead. All right. But you take a horror for...
I do take a horror. That's fine.
Below. All right.
All right. Now what's this other guy? You can evade this other guy?
Yeah, he's got an evasion of just 1. So
I've already used 2 actions.
Why don't you go down to one of these rooms?
I think I'm going to go down to one of these rooms. I'll go down to here.
Okay.
Flip this over. Oh, shoot. This has a shroud of 5.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. 2, 3. I bet that one's 4. Shroud of 5 and 1 clue.
You don't need the clue, though.
But here's the thing. I can test my fight of 2 to release the patient here from his bonds. If you succeed, he howls like a wolf, tears off through the basement. Remember that you released a dangerous patient. Do I release a dangerous patient, Brad?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so there's 1 clue at this location. And I'm done.
You're done.
I am done.
All right. Okay. Wow, this is so weird. All right.
Oh, and I got to spend a clue to investigate. So
I'm still wearing my straitjacket.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of that. You've got to evade that guy.
Yeah, I'm going to evade this guy. So he's at 1. I'm at 3, 4. I'm going to throw a dodge card in to put me at 5. I'm up by 4. I got this.
Just stop saying
Oh,
that.
shoot. Gosh, dang it. -1. Totally.
Okay, so he's evaded.
I called it. He's evaded.
Now the problem is we're going to have to encounter him when we come back up here. So that's your first action. Your second action is going to be to move down to here, right?
There,
Spin your
yes.
clue.
All right.
And get your card.
All right. Forced. After patient confinement is revealed, advance to Act 2B. Daniel's windowless cell
dang, it took us
is
long enough.
hopelessly dank and grim. The walls are covered in erratic scribbling, which upon further inspection appears to be passages from The King in Yellow.
All right.
Daniel, my brother.
When you enter his cell, you find Daniel huddled in a corner of the room, sobbing and rocking back and forth on the ground. No mask, he stammers over and over. You help him to his feet and try to console him, telling him that he's not crazy, that strange events have been occurring throughout town ever since the King in Yellow returned to Arkham. It's Nigel, he exclaims, gripping you tightly. Nigel made us speak his name. He made us speak the oath, and now he lives inside us, controlling us. Don't you understand? He rambles on. We spoke his name, and the price was paid. Hester, oh King! Woo! You believe you might understand more about the situation if you calm him down, but you'll have to get him out of this asylum if you are to accomplish that. Choose an investigator at patient confinement, Daniel's cell, and put the set-aside Daniel Chesterfield card, asset side face up, into play under the investigator's control. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each enemy beneath the act deck into the encounter deck. Well, now we know what these guys were doing. So, shuffle them in. You take the... Okay.
Oh, man, this encounter deck is getting pretty low. Do we shuffle the discard pile into the encounter deck?
Oh, wait a minute. Where am I at here?
You're at...
what did I do with that act card?
It should be Advanced Act 2B. So it should have been 2A, 2B.
Oh, here it is. Oh. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each enemy beneath the set-aside deck.
All right.
Choose the investigator. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each enemy beneath the act deck. Okay, into the encounter deck, yeah.
All right.
So reshuffle. And you have him. Don't flip him over because I accidentally looked underneath the underside.
Right. He's not doing all too well, it says. Exhaust Daniel Chesterfield. Give control of him to another investigator at your location. That's a reaction action. Forced. When you take horror, if at least one of that horror is not assigned to Daniel Chesterfield, take 1 damage. If Daniel Chesterfield leaves play, remove him from the game. Or what's the new act that got revealed?
The new act says, planning the escape. With or without Daniel, you have to get out of this place as soon as you can. Ignore the text on the unrevealed side of Arkham Asylum locations. Objective. If investigators have performed 4 of the following, you must advance. Yes. Oh, here we go. If the investigators have performed 4 of the following, you must advance. Know the guards' patrols.
Got it.
Check. Set a fire in the kitchen. Not done. Incite a fight amongst the patients. Not done. Release a dangerous patient. Gonna do.
I'm gonna do it.
Recalled the way out.
Did it?
Which you did. Distracted the guards.
Okay, so we've done 2 of the 4 things.
Know the guards' patrol. Recalled the way out. Releasing a dangerous patient. Is there... What is this? Does this have something?
Nope, that's just...
Well, where do we... Distracted the guards.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that we are probably distracted the guards
kitchen.
in the garden, or we can set a fire in the kitchen.
So we have 2 things. So we need only one. We need to release the dangerous patient, and we need to do one more thing.
Okay.
So we have.
So it's either distract the guards or set a fire in the kitchen.
Right.
Right, and there's nothing else.
Yeah. So we know the guards patrol.
Got it.
We've recalled the way out.
Got it.
I will be releasing a dangerous patient.
Okay.
So we only need to do one thing. Set a fire in the kitchen, incite a fight amongst the patients.
Oh, that's a new one. Okay.
Or distracted the guards.
Okay. So we can incite a fight, distract the guards, or set a fire. Okay.
Yep. So that's planning our escape.
All right. What a mess.
Yes, it is a mess. And that was was that your third action?
That was my...
So you were here.
I evaded.
You evaded.
I
you moved
moved.
in.
I moved in, and that's it. So I've still got an action.
There's no... Is there no action on this one?
Right.
Okay.
Now, I could grab that clue.
Do we need the clues?
If I move up here, the enemy turn is going to happen, but then he will unexhaust. I can evade him again. That's no problem.
Okay.
All right, so Daniel and I are going to move back up here.
Now, what do you have to do with Daniel? What is the thing we have to pay attention with Daniel?
When I take horror, if at least one of that horror is not assigned to Daniel Chesterfield, I also take 1 damage. If Daniel Chesterfield leaves play, remove him from the game. He's got 1 damage he can take, and he can take 3 horror. Oh, how many allies can I have? Do I need to ditch Dr. William T.
Probably.
Mellison?
So I think what you have to do, Brad, is you have to discard your guy.
I have to discard William T. Mellison.
Yes.
Okay. I will do that then. All right.
I'm kind of nervous because you're right. I only do have one more
Coincidentally,
more sanity.
Daniel Chesterfield is also wearing a straitjacket, according to this illustration.
You're both wearing.
So
okay.
We're like straitjacket buddies.
All right. The
we're
investigator.
We're in a band.
Let's just. Man. Okay. So I have to perform my action. What are you gonna do?
Well, You mean for the next turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna probably set a fire in the kitchen.
Okay. All right.
But it's gonna take a while to get there.
Enemy phase. Enemy is not doing anything.
Enemy is exhausted.
Upkeep phase.
Now he pops over here.
Does he pop over to you immediately? Okay.
After the maniac engages you, take 1 damage and deal 1 damage to the maniac.
Oh, so he's dead, right? Oh no, he's got 3.
4.
Oh,
he's got
4.
4.
Okay.
He's a tough guy. I've got 3 damage on me though.
What's your max damage?
6.
Ah, okay. I might go insane again.
Yeah.
Which would be bad, right?
It would.
Okay.
But you're in the place for it.
Enemy phase, so we get to draw a card and we get to take a resource. I'm resource rich this time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Still
6.
not taking a resource.
I am going to get rid of, because right now we're not worried about clues at all. It's just do stuff.
Get out of here.
Okay, so I'm getting rid of. Look what I found.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Oh, crap it. Crappity crap crap. Crappity crap crap. Okay, mythos phase. Add 1 to the mythos. Treachery, straitjacket, clothing. If there's no copy of straitjacket in your threat area, put straitjacket in your threat area.
You lose all your...
Take your body slot. Takes up a body slot and 2 hand slots. No!
Just goes back in your hand.
Oh, they go back into my hand?
Yep. With the straitjacket trio.
Dang it! I mean, I'm like super limited by anything that I can do at this point. All right, go ahead and draw a card there, Brad.
All right. It is a mad patient. Spawn nearest asylum halls. Pray most remaining sanity. Forced. When you attack mad patient, take 1 horror.
I can't help you on that.
Yeah. Blah. This is the worst.
Okay, do you want to go first and try to evade them both?
Yep.
Do you have anything? Do you want to change your thing to anything? You want to change your thing to anything? How about it be a little bit more specific? Would you like to change your
thing to a thing? No. All right. Well, first I'm going to evade the maniac, who's the easy. Well, maybe I should try to evade the guy who's hard to evade, because whenever he engages me, if he just stays engaged to me, all right. First I'm gonna evade this guy. Boy. All right. Darn it. His evasion is 3. I'm at 4. I'm gonna boost that up to 5.
Okay. Oh shoot! I have to get rid of one of these cards. Oh no, that's only during my upkeep phase.
Right. Yeah, you're good. You don't check that for a while. -2.
Shoot,
Wow.
just barely evaded him.
Glad I dropped that dodge card.
So he is evaded.
All right.
So evade again.
We'll
Problem is
evade
you're only going
again.
to be able to move one.
It's all right. 3, 4. I'm up by 3 again. Skull.
This is
Minus
-1.
Good enough.
Ah, so now we know why those monsters, because then they shuffle
Yeah.
back into there.
Yeah.
And
And
they
the
get the heck
monsters, there aren't monsters until you're really good and crazy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then you're getting the heck out of here, right?
All right, yeah. So what's this location?
This location is the Eastern Patient Wing. You can take 1 horror to evade a lunatic enemy in this location. So
Ooh.
they will come after you.
No, they
this
won't.
is a lunatic.
They won't come after me. They are not hunters.
Oh, they have prey, right?
Well, it's prey, but he's not a hunter.
Okay.
Only the hunters
Right.
move.
Right. Okay. So they're going to stay there.
Okay.
They're going to stay there. I'm going to have to stay here. Because otherwise I'm going to come up here and I'm going to take a horror and go insane. So it's up to you to make a mad dash down here.
Okay.
But I am going to, as my first action, test my fighting ability to release the patient. My fighting ability is at 4. It's at 2. I am going to throw in resourceful to get up to 3. So, first action. -1, success, patient released. We only have to do one more thing, Brad.
All right.
All right, so that's my first action. For my second action, I'm going to spend my last 2 actions and get rid of Whispers in Your Head. You cannot trigger, what are those, free triggers. And because I was successful at this, I get to choose a thing that doesn't say resourceful from my hand. So I'm going to take Look What I Found out. Okay. And that was the end of my, that's the end of my turn.
Did I already take my turn?
You must have.
Surely I did. Or did I?
Yes, you evaded
Yes.
twice.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, monster turn. They're asleep.
Okay.
Upkeep phase.
Blah.
All right. Draw 1 card. Take 1 resource.
I will not take a resource. All right.
I have to get rid of something. So away goes my... I'm wearing a straitjacket. So away goes my leather coat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And away goes my lantern, since I can't hold on to it.
All right.
Actually, I'm going to keep the lantern. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, add 1 to the mythos. Okay, now I'm going to take 1 of these. And I get Treachery. The wall's closing in. Test my willpower at X, where X is the shroud value of my location. Oh, 5. If you fail, you must either take 1 horror for each point you fail by, or randomly choose 1 enemy from among the set-aside monsters. Okay, well, we know what I'm doing. Well, we know what I'm going to do. Well, let's see. Well, hey, this might be... So I'm at 3. It is at 5. I'm already losing by 2, Brad.
Okay. All right.
I'm losing by 3. Losing by 3. All right. I will randomly take 1 monster, put it under the act deck.
Now, at this point, when you...
Does it say? No, I
That's
don't
what it
think
says.
so.
That's what it says over here.
Does it say?
Yeah, forced. When you would place an enemy
Oh, okay.
beneath the act deck, shuffle it into the encounter deck instead.
Well, shuffle it good and deep, Brad.
Will do.
Because this is the end, my friend. We are at end game at this point.
All right, I've got to draw 1 of these cards.
Yes. And hopefully it's nothing horrible. And you have to move 1, 2, 3 just to get down to the kitchen.
Well, I'm thinking. Well, we'll talk about that in a sec.
Okay, let's see what happens. Let's go the easy way out, right?
Ooze and filth.
Oh, great.
Put ooze and filth into play next to the agenda deck. Each location gets +1 shroud. At the end of the round, discard ooze and filth. Okay. All right.
So now my shroud's at 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now here's the thing, Stephen. I could
Yes.
move.
Yes.
And I'd just get here.
Yeah.
Assuming there's nothing weird in the mess hall and there's nothing weird here. Or I could move.
But you don't know what's in there.
Yeah, what's it say?
It just says yard. Fresh air and an illusion of freedom makes the asylum's courtyard a common gathering place for patients. Distract the guards?
No, incite a fight among the patients.
Okay.
That's where the patients are gathered.
Okay.
In
All
the
right.
yard.
Do it.
Yep.
So you go first.
Okay.
You did that, right?
I
You
did
your
yeah,
card.
it
Yep.
just goes
Okay.
right here. Again, there's
Okay.
Okay, so move.
1, 2.
Move.
You
Oh,
don't have
wow.
anything that's preventing you from doing anything, right? Your straitjacket doesn't
Straight
do it.
jacket just makes me not have hands, basically.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool that there's like a clue.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it when games do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there's a flavor text actually
All right.
helps you play the game. That's so nice. All right. Yeah, through the barred windows, dead tree branches sway in the wind. Gray overcast skies trap the asylum in a dull limbo.
Okay.
Location. There is 1 clue per each investigator, and the shroud is only 1.
Oh,
While you're
sweet.
investigating the yard, it gets +1 shroud for each horror on you. If there are no clues on the yard, oh geez, take 1 damage, and remember that you incited a fight amongst the patients.
So you have to do 2 clues.
Okay,
So do you want to change your thing? 2 clues per...
two clues per investigator.
1 clue per investigator.
No, I don't want to. I mean, the shroud is only 1, and I'm at 4.
Yeah. But you have nothing that will give you a second clue?
I don't have anything to give me a second clue, but I mean, I'll get this next turn, basically.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so I'm going to play this flashlight to raise my lore by 1 more. So I'm at 3, 4, 5.
To its 2.
To its 1.
To its 2.
To its 2, that's right. Thank you for remembering that. So I'm at +3. Keep turning my head like this. High security. +1.
+1.
Woo!
Wow, we haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, got a plus
All right,
1.
Your turn is done. What am I going to do? I am going to sit here and not go into this room, so I'm just going to spend 2 cards to get rid of this straitjacket.
2 actions.
2 actions to get rid of this straitjacket, and then I'm going to draw a card.
Draw a card. Why do you draw a card?
Well, because I can either draw a card
Oh, I
or
see.
I can,
Yeah,
it's my
yeah.
3rd action. I'm not
I
moving.
forgot that was the thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Did you draw a good one?
Well, yes, I did. But it's not really useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are my 3 actions. I am done. Enemy turn. These guys are just going to sit here because they have prey.
Okay.
So they're not going to do anything. Right?
Right.
Then we move.
One of them has prey, but he's not a hunter.
Yeah. Prey. Yep. So these guys are just going to sit there. I'm just going to be trapped in this room.
All right.
Upkeep phase. Turn these all over.
Okay.
Draw 1 card. Oh, sweet. Gain a resource.
Okay.
And then we go to the... Oh, we've got to check our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will get rid of flashlight. I will get rid of investigate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we will add 1 on to the mythos here. And then I will draw a card, and I get Roach Swarm. Great. And they're at 5.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'll go first.
Yeah.
You can evade them too,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I can easily. Well, I can fight them and win.
All right. Well. All right.
But you go ahead and draw yours and see what you get. Is it something bad?
Is a screeching Bayaki.
Oh no!
Prey, lowest remaining sanity. Hunter. While engaged with an investigator with remaining sanity 4 or fewer, screeching Bayaki gets +1 fight and +1 evade. I'm not that.
Yet.
All right.
So you have to kill, or you have to evade it. Can you evade it?
I don't know. What if I fight it?
Well, I mean, what's its fight?
Its fight is only 3.
Do you need to change your thing?
No. No, I do not. Its fight is only 3.
And what's its hit points?
Oh, but if its hit points are 4.
Yeah, so it's going to take a
fight
while.
it a bunch of times, wouldn't it?
But if you evade it, then you can investigate, get that clue, and we win.
Right. Now I'm going to evade its little thing here. All right. All right. Is it my turn now?
It is your turn.
Oh, this goes away.
Yep.
That was only there for the round.
Yep.
All right.
What is its damage? What damage does it do?
This guy does 1 physical damage and 2 horror.
So let me ask you this. What if you just provoke an attack of opportunity by investigating the location?
Then I have to take another action.
Why?
To do the thing.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, you need to evade it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and evade it. And if that doesn't work, then I'll
evade it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop both of my Moonlight Rituals.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm gonna need that. So that puts me at 3, 4, 5, 6 to its 3.
Okay. Shake it good, Brad. Turn your head.
Shake that +1 down to the bottom. -1. We're good.
All right. It is evaded.
It's evaded.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to
get rid of those 2 cards.
Yeah, I'm going to ditch these 2 cards. I am going to switch roles.
Okay.
To the Seeker.
Okay.
I'm going to drop my magnifying glass. Well, wait. That only gives me. You know what? I'm going to.
The shroud's only 1.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay mystic. I'm gonna spin my magnifying glass just for the lore tag there.
All right.
And then I'm going to so I'll be at 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So I'm at +4.
+4.
Cultist.
Amount of horror on you.
None.
Okay. You succeed. So that was your 3rd action.
No, that was my 2nd action.
No, evade.
Evade.
Oh yeah, investigate. Okay.
Yeah. Give me a break, dude.
Sorry.
If there are no clues on the yard, take 1 damage. And remember that you incited a fight amongst the patients. Okay, we've done 4 things, Stephen.
Okay, we've done 4 things.
What does that do?
Must advance. And it says, an orderly scream echoes across the hall. Within moments, the alarm rings loudly throughout the institution. Nurses and guards rush through the asylum in a desperate attempt to control the situation. You feel dazed and your vision is spotty as though you've been struck by something heavy. The walls blur together and twist. Creatures begin to emerge out of the crevices and corners that did not exist moments before. Oh no, this isn't the end, Brad.
This isn't good.
Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each enemy beneath the act deck into the encounter deck. If at least 3 monster enemies were shuffled into the encounter deck by this effect, the investigator with the lowest brain power discards cards from the top of their encounter deck until a monster enemy is discarded and draws an enemy.
Wait, are you sure that's the next? Like, is that right?
This is Act 3A. This is the back of Act 3A, a way out. This is Act 3B. Yep, there's one more act.
Okay, so so shuffle all this.
Shuffle the encounter discard pile and each enemy beneath the act deck into the encounter deck. There were none.
All right.
Well, if at least 3 monster enemies were shuffled into the encounter deck by this effect, which there was not. Okay, so that's the end of that act.
Okay.
Act 4A, no asylum. All hell has broken loose. Ignore the text on the unrevealed side of the Arkham Asylum locations. Garden gains. So the garden, which is where you're close to. If there's no ready, so you have to spin an action. If there's no ready enemy in the garden, resign. Finally, a way out. If each objective, if each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance.
Okay, here's the deal, Stephen.
I'm going to die.
See, I can't.
I know.
I could go down there and maybe evade those guys.
That's such a waste. That's like 1, 2, 3 just to get down here.
Should have evaded those guys and let you get out of there while I was there. But
yeah, so I'm going to... So what happens if I take That 6 sanity. Am I dead?
I think you've gone insane. You're not killed.
Yeah.
Then you'll have 2.
That's fine.
If an investigator has horror in him or her equal to greater than his or her sanity, then investigator is defeated. When an investigator is defeated, he or she is eliminated from the scenario.
Okay.
Oh my God. That's not saying that there's not necessarily going to be something horrible.
So here's the thing. I can still win this.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, I've got roaches on me.
Yeah, fight your roaches.
All right, so I'm going to have to take a damage because I need to get my weapons out.
Wait, are we at this point in the thing we just...
Yep, you just did this.
Okay, and you've still got a turn.
Okay, so I've got my turn, which I thought you were going to be done.
Oh, I did too.
All right. Okay. I might still be able to do this. Let's see what happens, shall we?
All right.
Let's. X is the shroud value. So I'm going to try to evade these things. So it'd be 1 to evade, 2 to pull out my gun, 3 to enter here.
Oh my gosh.
These 2 things will come on me. I will take 2 damage. Oh, I've got this. Okay.
Steven, I'm going to have to evade this Bayaki again.
Yep, you can do that. All right. So I need to evade. My evade is 3. Its evade is 3. I have... Shoot. I have nothing. Okay. I'm going to evade. Evade these roaches. 3 and 3. I missed it by 1. I will pay 1, and I will play Lucky Fast. Play when you would fail a skill test. Add +2 to your value for that skill test. So these guys are evaded.
Okay.
Okay. So that was 1.
1 action.
Second action. Spin 4. Put my 45 into play. It's my second action.
Okay.
Third action is...
Wait, no.
Yes.
Hang on. Okay, if you look up here, what does it say on these 2 guys?
Forced. After Maniac engages, you take 1 damage and deal 1 damage to the Maniac.
Okay. And then the other guy says...
Spawn. Nearest Asylum Hall. Prey. Most remaining sanity. Forced. When you attack the mad patient, take 1 horror.
So if you just evade it...
If I evade it, I'm not
so
going to take any horror.
Don't pull your gun out.
Yes, I am going to pull my gun out because I still need to attack this guy.
But...
So here's my plan.
Okay.
I'm going to move up here, engage with both of these. These guys are both going to damage me for 1 damage. No sanity. Just damage. Because this one is not...
So you're going to end up taking 3 damage. How much damage can you take?
8.
8. Okay. All right.
So I'm going to move up here.
Okay.
I'm going to engage with both of these guys.
All right.
That'll be my third action.
So put 1 damage on you and then 1 damage on that guy for
1
that
damage
engagement.
On there, and 1 damage on this guy for the Maniac. So I'll be able to get rid of him. Okay. Turns over. Monster turn. I'm going to take 1 damage from the Maniac, 1 damage from the Mad Patient. Okay. This guy is
tapped.
Exhausted. We don't say tap because we're going to get sued. All right. That's the enemy phase. It is now the upkeep phase. So this guy will disengage. He'll come over to you. That'll flip. That goes in there. All right. We get to draw a card, gain 1 resource. Oh my God.
I'm going to draw a card. Oh no. Crisis of Identity again. Revelation, discard all cards you control of your current role and discard the top card of your deck. So there's the only card I control is that permanent card that I can't discard.
Now, is anything happening to good old Chester Danielfield?
Nope. Switch your... Okay, discard the top card of my deck. Switch your role to the class of the discarded card. So, switch my role to Survivor. All right.
Okay. All right. We are now, check your hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm good.
I'm good.
We add 1 to the Mythos. We're over halfway done with the Mythos. I'm going to draw a card. Please don't let it be a monster. If it's a monster, I'm screwed. Dang it. I did get a monster.
Oh, no.
I got a young psychopath. Forced. After young psychopath engages you, you must either take 1 horror or young psychopath gets +3 fight until the end of the investigation phase. It's okay.
So you're
It's going to take the +3 fight.
Oh, you can't evade all 3 of them.
I can.
Oh,
I can evade 2 of them. That's all I have to do is evade 2 of them and then get the F out of that room. Shoot 1, evade those 2.
You only have 3 actions, dude.
I know. Don't worry. Okay, go ahead and please draw a card. Hopefully it's not a monster.
Descent into Madness, Terror, Surge, Revelation. If you have at least 3 horror on you, lose 1 action. I do not. Oh, it's an Asylum Gorger. Monster, Abomination, spawn in the basement halls.
Right where I'm at.
Oh, jeez, Louise, Steven.
I think the game's over.
Oh.
Hunter, Asylum Gorger cannot make attacks of opportunity and cannot attack during the same phase it moved from its Hunter keyword. So it is engaged with me, right? Or wait, Abominations do not engage with you, right?
I don't know.
Double check that. I'm pretty sure we've looked up Abominations before and they're just everything in the room.
No, I think.
But it is a Hunter, so
you're
it's
thinking
got
of Massive. Actually.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, regardless, because it has Hunter, it's on me.
So what does it mean? You cannot take an action of opportunity.
Asylum Gorger cannot make attacks of opportunity and cannot attack during the same phase it moved from its Hunter keyword.
Steven, what if you just leave?
Well, then all 3 of these would hit me for... Oh, no, I would die. Because the young psychopath would hit me for a horror. This one hits me for 3 horror.
But that guy doesn't take attacks of opportunity.
I would still be defeated because I have to...
Okay.
Wait, what if I evade this one, then move, and then just take 2 hits?
Right.
This one is still going to follow me because it has the Hunter.
The other 2 still follow you also?
This one just says forced. After it engages, you take 1 damage and deal 1 to the maniac. This one says prey, most remaining sanity. Prey does not mean Hunter, so it would not move with me. Young psychopath would not follow me. And the Asylum Gorger would not follow me. But it does have Hunter. So I would be 1. So I'd have to evade 1, move 2, move 3.
Okay. Should the investigator in each enemy and investigator's threat areas considered be at the same location, should the investigator move, the enemy remains engaged and moves to the new location simultaneously with the investigator.
All right. So I think I'm dead.
Well, I don't see any way for you to get out of this.
You got your guy, right? You got your card?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, what was my...
You had a treachery or something, right?
No, I mean, I drew... Oh, that was your monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. First thing I need to do is I need to evade this person. Unfortunately, I have nothing that will assist me with my evade, so we're tied at 3. If I miss the evade, nothing happens. But I'm dead if this Gorger gets me. +1. There we go. So this one is evaded. Now, this one has 5.
Is he a hunter?
He is a hunter.
Mm.
And I cannot evade this guy.
And he does take attacks of opportunity. He does not.
No, he does not take attacks of opportunity. The next thing that I need to do is I need to evade this one. Okay, here's what I'll do. No. Listen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to evade this one. Let me evade this one.
If you move and move.
Well, then these 2 are going to come with me.
No, these 2 will come with you.
This one won't. This one's got the Hunter keyword, though.
I don't know.
You just said that if it's engaged with me...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it goes with
take
me.
the attack. Never
Okay,
mind.
so here's what I will do. Okay. If I attack this one, I will kill it.
Okay.
If I move, these two will take attacks, or this one will not take an attack of opportunity. This one will take an attack of opportunity, which is fine because it's only 1 health.
So what if you evade the abomination?
Yeah.
And then kill that guy?
Yeah.
Then that guy will be left.
The problem is, this one's got an evade of 4. My evade is only 3.
Yeah, but man, that's the only way. I mean, if you don't evade him, he is going to kill you.
Probably. So, okay, here's what I'm going to have to do. Can I take one of these and throw it in for its value?
Nope.
Oh, I thought we could discard that. Well, I'm not going to be able to evade it. And I'm just going to waste a...
Well, what if you... I mean, but you're going to die otherwise. You're still going to die.
Yeah, I thought it didn't follow me. Abomination monster. Cannot make attacks of opportunity and cannot attack during the same phase it moved from its hunter keyword.
I don't know if abomination... I mean, I don't think abomination is really... So, let me see that again. Cannot attack during the same phase it moved
But it
from its
hasn't
hunter
moved.
keyword. So if you do evade it,
Mm-hmm.
you move. So if you evade it and you move, those two guys will each attack you and move with you.
Mm-hmm.
But then it will hunt you, but then it won't be able to attack you that turn.
Right. It'll just be in the room with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wish I had something that I could throw in. I could try to... Well, let's see. Wait. Maybe I kill this one.
Can you do that much damage to it in one shot?
I might be able to. I have
For
to throw
real?
in 3 cards.
How would you have that much damage? What do you have damage boosters?
I have vicious blow, which ups me by 2. If this skill set succeeds during the attack, that attack deals +1 damage, +2 damage if you succeed by 2 or more.
Okay.
I have to beat it by 4. I'm already sitting at 5. I also have physical training, and now that I got rid of my cards, I can play the fast action. Well, let's see, that's a talent if I play it as an asset, but if I just throw it in, no. How does physical training work? If I throw it in for here, can I still spend these?
No, you can spin
so I can spin it for the one. So, okay, so here's the thing. I can go up 3, 4, 5, 9.
Okay.
So 9 against its 4. If I succeed, so that'll be 1, 2. And if I succeed by 2 or more, 3, 4, it'll only have 1 hit left.
Mm-hmm. Can you then shoot it again? You've got 2 actions left.
Yeah, and I could shoot it again. And when I defeat an enemy, play an asset from your discard pile, paying its cost. I've got lucky that I can pull out. No, it's a asset. That's an event. I've got an asset in here that I know.
Pull out your leather coat?
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, do I play 9 or do I just play... Do I save these other 2 just in case?
Well, you only need to be ahead by about 3 or 4.
3, so that'll be 7. 7 to its 4. I'm beating it by 3. If I beat it by 2 or more, then I do 2 damage, 2 additional damage.
Okay, throw in one more thing. Because this is the one use of this card, right?
Yep. Baseball bat.
This is a skill? Is that the I can't read it from outside.
Yep, it is a skill. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8 to its 4. I gotta spin the ammo. base shroud of my location is 4. So I beat it. Right?
Recalculate
So I was
numbers
at
again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4 is 8.
Okay.
Minus
Minus
4 is
even.
4.
Even.
I hit it, but I only hit it for 2.
Okay.
3. I hit it for 3 damage.
All right.
Okay.
Got one more action.
I have one more action.
You do an extra damage somehow.
I can do 1, 2, 6.
Does your gun do extra damage?
6 does 1 extra point of damage.
Okay.
So I'm at 6. 0. Pow.
Holy cow.
Has this got a victory point on it? Look and see if that's got a victory point on it.
Does not.
Son of a gun. Okay, that's my second action.
That was your third action, actually.
How was it my third action?
I think you evaded a guy or something.
Nope, didn't evade anybody.
No, you didn't. That was your second action?
That was my second action.
Oh, no, you did. You evaded this guy.
Oh, okay. 3 actions.
Yeah, that's your third action.
All right. Your turn, Brad. Evade that thing.
All right. Boy, this is cutting it close. All right. So +1. So I'm at 4. It's got 3. I'm only at +1.
Is there anything you can throw in?
Nope.
-1. Evaded.
+1.
Oh, +1. Evaded.
Super evaded. Okay.
Now get the heck out of there.
All right. A lone statue stands sentinel over the garden. Cold wind causes dead leaves to roll gently across the garden path. If there are no clues in the garden, test agility
No.
at 2.
Sorry.
Oh.
Garden gains action. If there are no ready enemies in the garden, resign.
There are no ready enemies in the garden.
Resign, Brad.
Don't think
Get
I
out
should
of the
come
game.
rescue
No,
you?
get out of the game.
All right, I'm resigning my straitjacket. Okay. Oh, I feel bad. I'm really scared you're not going to. Jeez.
Yeah, because even if I get out of this
It's like
situation,
the second time I've done
I
this
still
to you.
have this situation to deal with. Also, defeat an enemy, play an asset from your discard pile, paying.
Oh, that's right.
Do I go with lantern or leather coat? I think I'm going to go with leather coat.
What about your police officer?
Oh, he is an asset, isn't he? Forgot about my beat cop. Hello, beat cop. I will pay 4 because I have plenty of resources in this game. Okay, let us enemy phase. I will take 2 damage.
But
I've got 3 damage left.
If you go out from damage, that's still better than going out from.
Yeah, mental insanity.
Yeah, because you've.
All right. Upkeep phase. This one will reset. This one will reset. Do they automatically? Does this?
That is a hunter.
Does this automatically move down here?
Mm-hmm. No,
Yes.
no, it doesn't. 'Cause
It
you missed
doesn't?
its turn.
Okay. All right. Then we advance the mythos. So we've got 2 more on this. Oh, geez, this is going to be scary. And I'm going to draw 1 card. Oh, I forgot to take a card and take a resource.
Yeah.
Oof. Aha!
Something cool.
Oh, shoot. I can't use these because I'm engaged with guys.
Yeah. Well, you're going to shoot. You got 2 bullets left.
Yeah. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, is take this. And I get a Screeching Biaki. Hunter, while engaged with an investigator with remaining sanity 4 or fewer, Biaki gains +1 fight and +1 to the evade.
Oh, yep. He's got that all right.
Okay, so, man, I am swamped with monsters.
So his fight is 4, and his hit points are 4.
Yep. I'm dead. Because I can't evade them all. Evade.
Oh, yeah, that one's back in action.
Yeah. Okay, I attack the Biaki. Okay, so we can almost repeat the same thing that we did before.
Yeah, but you need to go down fighting, not going down from insanity. So if you could evade those two people that do sanity damage to you.
But what if I kill these two?
Well, you can't kill them both.
I can kill one of them. I can evade the other one. Maybe. Oh, no, it's got 4 to its evade. Then I would take 2 more, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm almost dead anyway.
So they both evade at 3.
No, this one evades at 4.
Oh, that's right, because it's got that bonus.
And it's got 4 for its fight. I know I can hit it. I can't kill it. Oh, that's only when I'm investigating. Shoot. All right. Evade and evade. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, which one are you doing
I'm going
first?
to evade from the young psychopath.
Okay.
-2. Failed. I'm dead.
Try again.
Evade. Broken tablet. X is the shroud value. 4. Failed. Evade again. This time from the screeching Byaku.
Okay.
0.
You did it.
Oh, I failed. No, I failed because it's at 4. I forgot.
Oh. Is it plus to its evasion too?
It's a +1 to its invasion.
Oh, man.
All right. Failed. I'm dead.
All right, so let's figure this out.
All right, so...
Can you go out?
I can go out fighting. Let's go left to right. So this one hits me for 1.
All right.
Oh, if I do left to right, though, I'm still going to take a insanity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one hits me for 1.
Yep.
This one hits me for 1 and 2 sanity.
Hmm.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
Did you go out from? Well, let's not go out from both then. Let's see. Hang on a second.
Yeah. This is a shame.
Assign damage. Okay, dealing damage and horror. There are 2 types of just determine the amount of damage and or horror being dealt. Place damage and or horror tokens equal the amount of damage and horror being dealt next to the cards that will be taking the damage / horror. When an investigator is...
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, you've got a police officer.
Wait a minute. I've got a police officer, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Take it. Just put it back on the people.
Hold on.
All right.
And I had 3. Right? 3? No. I had 5. Oh, shoot. I had +1 to my fights all along. Oh, shoot. Should have fought those guys. Son of a gun. Okay, so the cop is going to take... Yeah, but he's going to die right away. Well, let's go backwards. Let's have him go with the Byaku first. So he's going to go out.
So he's going to take the 2 horror.
He's going to take the 2 horror and die.
And he's going to take the damage also.
Yeah, and the 1 damage. Yeah. Then but I'm still going to go. So now I can go out by 2. Yeah, so we still have to figure out what order these go in.
Okay, so when an investigator is damaged horror, the investigator must assign it to eligible asset cards he or she controls. To be eligible, an asset card must have health in order to be assigned damage, and it must have sanity in order to be assigned horror. An asset cannot be assigned damage beyond the amount of damage it would take. All asset that cannot be assigned to an asset must be assigned to an investigator. So you assign it.
Yeah, so I assigned it to the beat
cop.
cop.
And then you assign the others to you.
So yeah, he went out.
So you assign all the others to you.
Yeah, so that'd be 1, 2.
Well, just assign it. Let's put it like on a little pile off to the side there. So you're
1, 2,
saying
3,
that's going to go to you.
And then I take 1 sanity.
All right, now any assigned damage that has not been prevented is now placed on each card to which it has been assigned simultaneously. If no damage or horror is applied in the step, no damage abilities that prevent. After applying damage and horror, if an investigator has damage equal to or higher than his or her health or horror equal to or higher than his or her sanity, he or she is defeated. When an investigator is defeated, he or she is eliminated from the scenario.
So what's going to happen, Brad? Am I going to take a damage, or am I going to take an insanity?
So you've assigned that to yourself. Yeah. You apply it to yourself simultaneously in one big pile.
I'm taken out by both health and insanity.
It looks like you're going to take a trauma to each.
All right.
Yep.
All right, so I do have a first aid card in my deck that I can...
In your hand?
It's in my hand, but I would not have been able to get it out without evoking all of these things.
Yeah.
So, but it is in my deck. So I will in the future be able to remove those from there.
You can remove trauma with first aid?
It says heal 1 damage or horror from an investigator at your location.
Okay.
So, all right. So did you win?
I don't know, man. I got Daniel Chesterfield out.
Okay.
Wait, well...
If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. I think that you are an undefeated investigator, and you have resigned, so it advances.
Okay.
If you took the keys by force, which we did not,
no.
Otherwise, read, the guards are too busy controlling the situation and restraining the asylum's patient to notice your escape. And that is... Go to R3.
R3.
R3 says... Each defeated investigator should resolve investigator defeat first. Okay.
Which we have.
Investigator defeat.
Oh.
Okay. Each defeated investigator should resolve investigator defeat first. And I was defeated. I'll let you read Resolution 3 since you win. Before resolving any other resolution, if at least one investigator was defeated, the defeated investigator reads the investigator defeat. Dr. Mintz, the patient has been medicated and is ready to see you now. Nurse Heather opened the file on the desk nearby, taking a moment to review the patient's records. Any changes to the patient's condition? Dr. Mintz asked in a... Any change to the patient's condition? Dr. Mintz asked in a monotone voice. A formality. Both knew the patient was beyond repair. None. The patient's delusions remain. Demanding to speak with the warden, claiming they are only guests and rambling about that play that aired the other night, The Yellow King. And their other crimes? The incident in the theater? What about 1452 Atlantic Avenue? They believed they were attacked and were defending themselves. Her voice was thick with pity. What could have caused someone to snap like this so quickly? None of the patient's records show any prior history of mental instability. Can you make sense of it, doctor? Who could? Dr. Mintz sighed and stood, grabbing the file from his desk. My job is not to understand. It is to cure. Perhaps my experimental procedure will prove fruitful on this one. The nurse winced and felt goosebumps on her arm. She knew how this procedure would turn out, and she doubted it would prove anything. Each investigator who was defeated is driven insane. So what does insane mean? If there are not enough investigators to continue the campaign is over and the players lose. If another resolution was reached, the remaining investigators proceed to that resolution. So I'm out of the game.
I think...
Poor Yorick. I knew him.
I think he's insane. Yeah,
He's gone. I'm locked up in Arkham Asylum. I'm going to have to roll a new character for the next game.
Well, we've been here, done this before, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
All right, you get to read Resolution 3.
Oh, Stephen, Resolution 3.
That's okay. I feel better this time.
All right, with the asylum staff distracted and patients running amok, you were able to slip away without being noticed. You escape deeper into the garden behind the asylum where a 2-story tall fence topped with barbed wire is all that separates you from the outside world. You have little time and need to make it far away from the asylum before the guards return and spot you using a straitjacket you'd found inside, which I'm still wearing, as a matter of fact. Wow. Using a straitjacket you'd found inside to cover the barbed wire, you scale the fence quickly, breaking into a run as you make it to the other side. In your campaign log, record that the investigators escaped the asylum. Okay, I will do that in a moment. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display.
Okay, so there's some... That's got a victory display on it.
That's got 1.
This one has 1 on it.
All right.
And this one has 1 on it.
Did we get all the clues off of the basement?
We did get all the clues off of that.
All right. So that's 3.
1, 2, 3, 4?
No, this guy is just with...
Oh, okay.
This guy was just the excuse for putting this card down here.
All right.
So that's 3. So I get 3.
I get none.
Wow. All right. Holy cats. If Constance Dumaine is in the victory display, record her name in your campaign log on her VIP sling. Well, she's already recorded.
She's already slain.
Remove all cultist, broken tablet, and elder thing, that is your alien head tokens from the chaos bag.
All right, hold on. Let's find them. All right, so I'm removing. Do I remove the skulls too?
Oh no, just cultist, alien heads, and broken tablets.
Okay.
And then add.
Oh no.
2 cultists. No, 2 alien heads. Add 2 alien heads.
Well, why did I remove an alien head only to add an alien head?
Well, you removed them all, so maybe you would have
okay.
removed 5 or something.
Oh, yeah. Depending on which one you're playing.
Right.
And there's another alien head.
All right, so put 1, and here's another one.
Okay.
All right. So that's the new chaos bag.
All right.
All right, proceed to interlude 2, Lost Soul.
Yeah,
I'm going to use my
fancy one.
I'm going to use my fancy bound version of this.
Okay, so okay.
All right, if the ally version of Daniel Chesterfield was in play when the scenario ended, proceed to Daniel survived. All right, you decide to lay low for some time in Ma's boarding house and hide Daniel from the authorities, although you're unsure how long you'll be able to stay in Arkham with an escaped asylum patient, or as an escaped asylum patient for that matter. Daniel is a loose cannon, dazed and unresponsive one moment and screaming for his life the next. It takes several days for him to realize he is no longer institutionalized, which for some reason makes him even more terrified. He's coming for me! He's coming for me! He rambles, sometimes for hours at a time. Finally, during an unusually warm and starry night, Daniel is calm enough to open up to you. The King in Yellow. It's not just a play, he explains. It's a being named Haster, and he's already claimed me, but there's still time for you. You are not yet possessed. You have yet to speak the oath. Whatever you do, speak not his name. Do not give in. You ask him about the strange events that have been happening across town and of the cultists and creatures you've encountered. They are trying to find Carcosa, he says matter-of-factly. You recognize the name as the fictional city from the play, the one the King in Yellow rules over. They want to release Haster from his prison, but you can open the way to Carcosa before they do. You can seal Haster for good. He grips you tightly as he rants, quickly, before the stranger discovers our plan. Hours later, Daniel is incoherent and unresponsive once more. You take a long walk to ease your thoughts, mulling over this new information. You're unsure what to make of his wild claims. Before you can make a decision about what to do next, you return to find the door to your room broken open. Daniel lies in a heap on the ground, his face colorless and body limp. Judging from the bruising around his neck, you surmise that he has been choked to death.
Oh, poor Daniel.
Each investigator earns 2 additional experience as they gain insight into the machinations of the Tattered King.
Wow, nice.
Well, do you get
I don't.
Nothing?
I get nothing.
Oh. The investigators must decide. Choose one. Possession? Oaths? There must be another explanation for all this. Proceed to ignore the warning. Or, we must heed Daniel's warning. We must not speak the name of the King in Yellow. Proceed to heed the warning.
Well, it's not up to me because I'm dead. But if it were up to me, I would probably, after all that we've seen, I'd probably heed Daniel's warning, especially when one of your fellow investigators just went insane. You ran out when he was trapped with a bunch of monsters, and you heard word through the grapevine that he had that procedure done where they stick a needle up your eye and swizzle it around.
But, okay, these straitjackets keep appearing on me.
That's a bad hospital.
What if I passed out and broke down the door and I'm the one who strangled poor Daniel? I mean, I'm the only person who knows he's here.
Well, or do you? He keeps screaming Haster's name. Oh, I said it again.
Don't say it. All right, I
don't know. I would probably heed his warning. At this point, I'd be like, "Oh!"
All All right, I will heed the warning.
Okay, so then what happens?
But I think I'm just falling deeper into madness by doing so.
Choose your own adventure.
Heed the warning. For hours, you struggle with this insight into the King in Yellow. What is true? What is real? Only you can sort through this madness. In your campaign log, record. Oh, there was something else I was supposed to record too.
2 more victory points or something?
No, it was like something at the end of the thing. I was supposed to. Oh, the investigators escaped the asylum. I'll record that.
Okay.
Some of the investigators escaped the asylum.
I want my car.
All right, the investigators escaped the asylum, and we heeded Daniel's warning.
But I'm pretty sure, didn't it say something about you get 2 more victory points?
Yeah, I recorded those.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a glutton for victory points.
Yeah, you are.
I didn't let those go, man.
Yeah, you didn't.
Mark 2 conviction in your campaign log. I'll see. It's
2 convictions.
I'm more of a doubt guy than a conviction guy, but okay. Each investigator earns 1 additional experience as they gain insight into the machinations of the Tattered King. Are you sure you don't learn any of this?
Yep.
For the remainder of the campaign, anytime an investigator speaks the name of Master aloud during a scenario or during the setup of a scenario.
That's only the setup, not the takedown.
That's true.
Not the post show.
The investigator must immediately take 1 horror. Proceed to scenario 5, a phantom of truth.
All right. Well,
Stephen,
here's the thing.
This is dreadful.
Yes, but I've got to go back and look. But it looks like I'm able to bring in a new character.
Okay.
But I have to double check because I was just looking while you were going through everything. It looks like my new character that comes in has to start with all 0
as a base character. I'm afraid so.
Which isn't bad. I mean, that's not a big deal. But I have to see what they mean by level 0. That's with no pips, correct?
That's the new. Yeah, it's a.
So it's just a base,
it's a plain deck.
So basically, it's William York again without without
any experience,
my red-handed man, which I was really excited about using.
You didn't even get to play that card.
I know, right?
Gosh.
But here's the good thing. Unlike the last campaign where we were defeated horribly, right at the penultimate installment,
we were defeated horribly halfway through.
No, we were on the penultimate. There was one more left.
I mean, this time.
This one we have. How many more do we have left?
We've got like 3 or 4 left.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah. Here, wait.
It's probably under.
There's a schedule on the back of this. So yeah, we've done. Okay, so we did
the Unspeakable
Oath, and we've done the Lost Soul. So we have Phantom of Truth, Pallid Mask, Black Stars Rise, and Dim Carcosa. We still have 4 left. We're really in the middle.
Yeah, we have a long ways to go.
Oh,
the good thing is, I mean, I like William York. He was a pretty cool character. I liked him a lot.
He was cool.
But I'm sad to see him go. Well,
it's pretty rough, man.
Pretty rough. Viewers, what did you think? Use the comment section below. I think we caught all of our mistakes. I'm pretty sure we did. Now, a couple of people have been watching our previous games and saying, you know what? You guys are not really playing this game wrong or bad. You've just got some bad characters. Like in the previous campaign, my Schizo Tool, really a bad character to be playing overall. William York, I think, is a little bit stronger, but I wasn't building up his deck between, for 4 campaigns, I waited to get him something good.
Yeah.
And what I probably should have been doing is adding more to him each time we got a victory point. Because if I would have, what do we got? Like 7, you have 7 victory points that you can use to upgrade your character in the next game.
Dude, wow.
So you need to be doing some upgrading. Buff yourself up.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, Brad, listeners, our viewers, I think I'm going to make you wait until the next time we play this to find out who the new character is. If you have any questions or thoughts or concerns, whatever, that's what the comment section is below. Podcast@majorspoilers.com if you want to reach out to us by email. And most importantly, if you want to see this show continue, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/majorspoilers. We really could use your support. It allows us to keep shows like this going week after week. All the shows at Major Spoilers. You can find out more at patreon.com/majorspoilers. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Munchkin Land. And until next time, remember, it's not cheating if you don't get caught.